I wouldn't even further along like a relationship with somebody that didn't understand what I do, the lifestyle that I live.
The woman is enhanced booty, enhanced titties, enhanced face, fake hair. So now they look exactly the same. So I be seeing how niggas be
Cause
getting shit.
I done got caught by a couple of women Instagram because I be dick watching. And I like be posting niggas with dick prints and stuff. And like I remember one time I posted this girl with this dude. And, you know, he had a shirt on, so I couldn't tell that he had got his titties.
Let me catch my breath, okay, let's hit 'em. While I show these brothers how to let her like talking in rhythm. Talking in rhythm.
All right, good evening, everybody. We're back with another episode of Talking in Rhythm. I'm here with my co-host.
Oh, you start with me this time.
Oh,
Body
yeah,
the beast.
yeah.
Every beauty need a beast.
Ladies first. Vanity the comedian.
Cool. And I'm Chuck the Barber, your host.
She do got more mustache than me.
I know you lying.
This Vanity the Insanity right here. I don't know the comedian part, but
I like that name.
yeah, Vanity
I'm
the
gonna
Insanity.
beat body
Yeah.
up.
But we got some nice topics today, and we're gonna start off with ex-LSU receiver Kyron Lacy died in a suicide during a Houston police chase. Anybody want to start with that?
I mean, it's suicide. I just don't be knowing what reason you can want to kill yourself. But then I heard after further getting more details, he just killed somebody.
Okay, so I know a little bit about it. So he had negligent homicide charges on him. I think he was actually due for court today. I think they were supposed to be doing some type of hearing.
So
or
this wasn't the
something.
same day. This was previous.
This is
I
the
think it
we
was like in
talking
the
about
same
when-
month or something, right?
Huh?
It was in the same month.
It was a couple months ago.
Okay.
It ain't been that long ago.
Oh, okay.
But he definitely he was up for the draft. Like he was a potential for the draft or whatever. Like I think like top pick too. And then he had a wreck. He was driving reckless. He did a hit and run. He killed somebody, fled the scene. And so yeah, he was in trouble with that. Yesterday, you know, it was announced that he had killed himself. First they said he killed himself. He took his own life. But then of course today it came out that he was in a police chase and that he ended it killing himself. It's funny too, the dynamic like online where you have
Not this. How did he kill himself?
so I want to say shot himself. He may have shot himself in the car because I mean he took him on a chase and then I think it ended because the police didn't kill him. I think he shot himself.
Okay.
That's what I'm assuming. Unless he crashed the car. I didn't hear nothing about him crashing the car into anything. I think he shot himself.
Okay.
But allegedly, I'm not too positive on that part of it because I didn't catch the last thing when we was talking about it earlier. But yeah, he definitely he was in some trouble. He was in some trouble. You know, I think he took the easy way out, get out of his situation. From what I heard, the reason why he was in the car crash yesterday, or the high speed chase yesterday, I think he put his hands on his girlfriend or something.
Jumped on her or something.
He jumped on his girlfriend, and I guess the police was coming for him, and he took him on a high speed chase. And then, you know, I don't want to speculate why he killed himself or nothing like that, because I wasn't in his head, and he dead, and we'll never know. But you know, that could have what the legal trouble he already had looming, and then you know this situation, he just was probably like there's just more added to it. You know, his career probably already over because, I mean, he really a liability for real. Like, who really finna take him serious, take him on a team, and he got all this legal
Now,
stuff
I honestly believe with
going on.
with the domestic violence and then the charge, he probably wasn't gonna get drafted.
I believe that too. I believe they wasn't finna waste their time because he got them charges. I mean, he fled the scene, so clearly he must have been guilty. You know what I'm saying? He knew he was guilty in what he did and what was wrong. He didn't stay there to deal with it. He tried to flee it and still got caught. You know, so how y'all feel about that?
It just sucks that, you know, another talent, he's gonna be able. I mean, even just the course of everything, like even killing that innocent man, you know, and then running off and then beating on his girl, then killing himself. He's just like, damn, he just had a lot.
Yeah, I feel like he had a lot on his plate for a young man. And it sounded like he was overwhelmed, man, and he tapped out, which is sad.
I just feel like, well, I ain't gonna say I feel like, I hate using the word feel. It's not my feelings. I think suicide, you know, it's hard to actually do it. So to be strong enough to kill yourself, you should be strong enough to face whatever you're going through. That's
true.
Honestly, it's hard to kill somebody then damn near your own self.
Yeah.
You taking the easy way out instead of dealing with your problems head on, like most people tend to do.
But that brings more awareness. We need more. What's that? That just
Sound like he needed just somebody at least in his corner. Like, I mean, I never killed nobody before, so I can't say how he felt. So I ain't really sure what he was going through, but I can only imagine. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the guilt or whatever, how he was feeling. But it's sad all the way around the board. I mean, 2 people lost their life.
And it also is something to be said, like how when I was talking to somebody today and they was talking about when the situation broke about him doing the hit and run and killing somebody, and you know everybody blew it up online. It was like, you know, you stupid and you dumb and how could you do this, and you know, like the I know he probably had so much pressure on him too, because he's, you know, you played sports, you know how it is being young and, you know, playing sports, and, you know, everybody's goal is to get in the league, right? They want to get in the league.
And
they got all this pressure on them, your family, your friends. And, like, he literally right there, and then you mess up and, like, you know everything gone. It's like
then
somebody.
the world don't got no sympathy, so they just letting you hear about it. And you just gotta
Yeah,
read it.
like.
Because you read no comments.
Yeah, they definitely reading them comments, and you know everybody's like, "Oh, you so stupid, you so dumb." I mean, which it is stupid and it is dumb because of you did what you did. Like, you got to own up to it, you got to face it, and you know it's just like I guess, you know, the pressure of everything just kind of like being gone. Like, think about being an athlete and you blowing your knee out right before the biggest game of your career. Like, you about to get ready to take off, and
Well, it might have been
you
a little
know,
bit more to it than that. I mean, his freedom was on the line. Like, if I had to pick my freedom over football, I'm picking freedom.
I mean, most definitely, but you know, a lot of them, that's all they have. So it's like him looking at, okay, if this is gonna be gone, I don't have nothing.
I don't know about
I just hate this.
Some
mama
people
like
do
that, too.
feel like
I know
that,
his mama
though.
got to be going through it. She was just about to be a football mom, and now she mourning her son.
Cause think about how many guys you done played sports with that injured themselves really bad critically, and it's like they know that they can't play, and that's literally all that they have. They don't have nothing, no skills,
Man,
no
I went to
nothing.
Kimball High School. It ain't even an injury that's taking these fools out. They do something like he doing. That's just a story. Everybody was supposed to go pro and be a success story. Find a way to not be a success story.
Yeah.
Even myself. But I wasn't even on the highest level of, like, I'm talking about people who was number 4 in the country,
Yeah.
number 1 in the country. And you just be like, how can you do it? But being young is really a thing. You know, sometimes, you know, you can tell somebody whatever, but you can't live their life. So, like, have somebody in your corner. I've seen people who got all the people. Everybody want to see you make it. And they still don't make it. All it takes is trouble is the easiest thing to get into and the hardest thing to get out of.
Do you feel
especially when you're young with all that popularity?
Do you feel it's something to be said about the mourning of his death? Like, people, you know, sending their prayers and sending their condolences, because you still gotta remember at the end of the day he did kill somebody.
Well, I mean, they probably mourning his death too. No, you know, you don't want nobody to die. I just know his mama going through it. She gotta be. I mean, like I say, you right there on the tip of just finna be like your life finna change, what you raised your son to be. Cause I think he ain't just become Kyron Lacy. This started when he was in high school. Somebody had to see him. He went to LSU. So
Yeah,
you
probably started
preparing,
younger than
you
that.
preparing for this moment
He
for
been preparing
years,
for it
and
for a
then you
long
get
time.
right
Anybody know
there.
how old he was?
He had to be. I mean, he got to be
20.
3 years removed from high school, so he had to be 21.
Yeah, he young. He matter of fact, he was born in 2000.
Oh, so he was 25. He was born in 2000. He was
25. Yeah, he was
You know
24.
what? Probably had
He
them
was
COVID
24.
years.
He
Oh,
hasn't turned
24.
25 yet.
Okay, well, he was 24.
Because it said 2000 to 2025.
So he
on
must
his
did
thing.
all 4 years in a redshirt year, her
That's
year.
sad, man. I mean, that's a.
Yeah, it's pretty much. It's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate, and then you just hope that nothing else come out and that it was. I mean, you don't want it to be suicide, but you want it to be the police did something to him.
Yeah, I think that if it was the police, they would have said something in the beginning. I don't think it was, because the chase just came out today. Yesterday they wasn't even saying nothing. They was just like, it was just
That's what I'm
suicide.
saying. More details come out.
Yeah, more detail. I don't think the police killed him. I think that the way that the news worded it was that, you know, he took him on a high speed chase, and then it ended with him taking his life before. And you know, that's also death by suicide. That's a thing too. Like, he could have, you know, you got stories where people
Force the police to shoot.
force the police to
Yeah.
kill him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll go
It's
point a
called
gun.
suicide
and
by cop.
suicide by cop and stuff like that. But I don't think that this is the case because they didn't mention anything about gunfire exchanging and them shooting him or anything like that. It was like it was a high speed chase and then he ended it by killing himself.
Yeah, I think all in all, it's just a sad situation.
Yeah, it's terrible, man. That's terrible, man.
And like you said, we'll never really know what was going through his head. We only can imagine, and we still couldn't be there. He could have had the gun loaded, rigged, or just even accidentally shot. So I don't want to just rule it. So it could have been an accident. We don't know. I robbed my gun loaded, and them triggers real sensitive.
I mean, yeah, I don't know much about guns. The accidental part, that's the part I'd be like, if he hadn't have taken him on the chase first, then maybe I would be like, maybe accidental. But him taking him on the chase first is like, you already know you guilty, and then you get to the point where you can't chase him no more, you crash the car, whatever you do. I think that was.
Let's see where the gunshot was at.
That's
when
what
they come
it
out where the
was.
gunshot wound at, we'll really know.
I don't think it was
Most
accidental.
suicide gotta be a headshot.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna try to kill yourself, shoot yourself in the leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. We're going to move on to the next. We got another topic. What are you morally willing to sacrifice for your career? I think we had a lot of conversation about this earlier. So we're going to start with Body.
For your career,
Yeah.
start with Vanity. She got the career going with her comedy. I gotta think about that. I don't know.
I mean, for comedy, it ain't really a lot that I would give up. Like I don't think that there's anything that would make me give up comedy. Now, if we talking about my job, I'll get it up in a heartbeat for whatever. You can give me a piece of chicken, I'll give it up. Like, nah, but for real though, like, morally, I don't think that anything could come in between me and comedy. It really can't. Like, comedy bring me joy. I love doing it. Like, I'm passionate about it. I love it. It makes me happy. I'm working hard to get to a point where I can do it full time and that be my sole job, and that's the only thing I'm doing. I know we talked a little bit earlier about like getting in the right relationship. Would I allow my relationship or the fact that I had kids or anything like that come in between it? No. That's whoever I get with, they gonna have to understand what that comes with. And I wouldn't even further along like a relationship with somebody that didn't understand what I do, the lifestyle that I live. And you know, I mean, I get it. I guess, you know, in a sense, like some stuff I would have to sacrifice as far as certain, you know, like I can't go hanging out and doing different stuff like that. But as far as like my career, the meat of it, no. It ain't nothing that can come between it. Not a man, not a child, not my family, nothing. Not a Diddy party.
I don't have morals.
God damn.
You don't have what?
This nigga right here, man.
You don't have morals?
I don't have morals.
Oh, shit.
So you just...
Fuck. No moral. This is a no moral having motherfucker right
Yeah, I
here.
don't have morals.
Do you feel like you've given up?
Oh, I
or
have.
you have, or you will?
Yeah, I mean, I have already.
Will you do it again?
Yeah.
What did you learn from it?
What did you morally give up?
Like I used to dive. I told you earlier, like I used to be like a commercial diver where, you know.
Black people can't swim.
I mean, I can. I'm half white, so maybe that's it.
Oh.
So
He can half swim.
yeah, so basically I did like underwater construction, weld, and all that kind of stuff. But I wasn't home a lot. And so my ex at the time I was married, she said, look, I feel like I'm raising, you know, our child by myself. So I was like, all right, I quit and came home. That's how I ended up in the barber.
So you said, what would you morally give up for your career? So you didn't give up nothing for your career.
Well,
because you had to probably give up your family.
Yeah, well, I gave up. I kind of
at first
the lack of
giving
time with my family. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I went reverse with it though. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't have no morals. I don't think that if I really want it, I would. Yeah,
like I said to her earlier, like we talked about earlier, like situations dictate choices. Yeah. Like if you ain't been in a situation, you ain't really been confronted with the choice yet. So
yeah, that's probably
until you have to give me options. Yeah, until you confronted with it, then you got to deal with it. If you ain't been confronted with it, then you ain't got to deal with it.
But I don't think that there would ever be a time where I would be confronted with it, and if I did, please understand they're not gonna win that. that's not gonna happen because I'm not giving up my career for nobody. Like, I'm just not gonna put myself in that situation. If we, first of all, for us to even get to the point of being married, we gotta date. Then we gotta go through a period of engagement, and throughout all of that, I'm gonna be doing this. So by the time we get married, you already with the program. So you shouldn't be complaining about shit. You shouldn't be complaining about my time. Like, you know, I'm already a traveling comedian. I'm particular about who I even date in this time frame. Like, there's been guys that have come along that I've talked to in the last 3 years since I've been doing comedy, and like they make mention of, like, I was talking to this one dude, and I work in a male-dominated industry. Like, a lot of times it's me and a bunch of men on the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the green room with them. I'm, you know, late shows and stuff like that, or traveling on the road. Like, I had to travel on the road with men, sleep in hotel rooms with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? We had separate beds, of course, but still, like, I mean, stuff like that. But that's the life. And so the thing is, it's like, I remember I was talking to this one guy, and I told him I had a show, whatever. He called me. He was like, well, who on the show with you? And I told him, and he was like, yeah, it's just you and a bunch of dudes. And I'm like, yeah, a lot of time it is me and a bunch of dudes. He's like, I don't like that. I said, I don't care what you like. I said it so quick because I don't. Like, if you get with me, like, you got to understand, like, this is my job. Yeah. Like, yeah, I work around a lot of men. I also work at General Motors, which is a very male-dominated industry. So what, you don't want me to work at GM too? Because I work around a lot of men. I'm always around men. Like, you just got to just know your woman and know that I'm not tempted by none of this stuff. Like, work is work for me. And if you don't understand that, we not gonna work.
Like, when I say I don't have morals, I get in these debates with people that so I don't think it's nothing morally that I would think of I give up, because when I think of morals, I just think morals are just a formulated opinion by society of what is right and what is wrong. But if it ain't going against the religion, you know, like, I done had a girl, like, so, like, when I think of morally correct, I just want to explain why I say I don't have no morals, because I don't believe in that. It's because, like, what I'm deeming morally correct would be what I think my mama done told me what is right, or what I see other people agree that is right. And I don't live for other people, I live for myself.
Exactly.
And so if it ain't going against my religion, which I strongly believe in, I don't care. It ain't morally to me, because, like, you hear a woman say, oh, I ain't fucking on the first night, I got morals, but she'll fuck before marriage.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, like, oh, your morals is bigger than your religion. You get what I'm saying? So I never, like, morals is like, because, like, my grandma would call you a hoe fucking before marriage, fucking on the 30th day, the 100th day, you know, because you didn't wait till marriage. But versus to this new age society, what they deem morally correct is if you wait a week or the second date, or how much he buy you, like, what you scaling your morals off of. So morally, what I would give up, I can't even answer that question, because I don't have more. If it ain't going against my religion or my sexuality, which would be going against my religion.
Yeah, like that would be, I guess that would be the thing. Like, I'm not going to sacrifice my body for an opportunity. Like, I'm not sleeping with nobody to get on stage.
And see, I will. Like, I'll sleep with Oprah if she'll put me on her TV show.
I'm hollering.
Like, if Oprah let me host Oprah, or want to give me $1 million.
So you go to a Diddy party, you just gonna be.
I said Oprah. I said if it don't go against my sexuality, if it don't go against my sexuality, which it goes against my religion.
But as long as it's
but
a
morals,
woman, if it's a woman and she offering you some money and she like, okay, I gotta have sex with you to get on this show.
And I'm gonna get paid too. Yeah,
you
gonna get this dick.
But he's single. You know, that's what you could do.
I don't care if I'm single or in a
relationship. I was
relationship.
married. You Oprah getting this dick.
That's what I'm not doing.
Oprah can do more for me than I can do for myself.
Oh, shit.
And that's I'm just not. I'm not looking for opportunity.
No, I ain't gonna.
Like, I'm not putting.
I ain't married, so I ain't going against my religion. So I'm going.
Yeah, if you ain't married, it's cool.
True.
I mean,
now,
if
I was married, Oprah, you can't have this dick, which is why I've been holding off.
I'm hollering.
That's why I've been holding off.
Married or single, I'm not. I ain't sleeping with nobody for no opportunity. I don't care how big it is. I ain't going there for. But
well, you know that's what they say about the. No, I ain't gonna get into Diddy.
That's what I just said. Like they, you know, I mean, look, I'm kind of sad I ain't gonna get to go to a Diddy party. I ain't gonna lie. I would have been one of the people that wanted to go, but I'm not gonna participate. Like, I don't want to drink nothing. I don't want to eat no hors d'oeuvres.
But I heard you had to be part of that that part of the party. Like that was a
Like I
separate
know,
part
I
of
be
the
mad
party.
because I want to like what I got like I got to lick a nipple or something. Can I peek in? I just want to see what was going on.
I think I can go to a Diddy party and be perfectly fine. I don't smoke, drink, or do drugs, so you ain't gonna, I'm being my right mind.
If you
See,
don't
I
I feel like
drink,
everybody,
but I'm not.
Yeah, if
gonna
you
do
don't
it.
everybody he
participate
did
in
something with, like you a man. A man can't convince you out your booty.
Nah, that
It ain't nothing you can.
Like
really
when
say.
men go to jail, they say when you go to jail and you turn gay, like nah,
You
you
don't
was
turn
already
gay. You
like,
was already.
you
gay.
was already
Yeah,
gay.
you was
Yeah.
already
I seen
gay.
one nigga talking about,
gay
in
for-
here, I'm gay.
Yeah.
But when I'm out, straight.
Yeah. Hey, that's some bullshit, but yeah, people
I
that do
seen
that.
this
A lot of
interview
people
like
that
He
actually
said, in here, I'm gay.
They a lot of tough
But when I'm
dudes in the street, they get in jail and be like, oh,
Yeah.
shit.
They
It ain't
gay
nothing
for
you
the
can do.
state.
I bet Diddy parties was live. I mean, I heard different takes. I have a few celebrity friends, and they say Diddy parties was live. They did say, whatever else, you have that option. Stay later, the other part of the house. That, all
Yeah,
the
they
people
like
had
it's
them
like a
options.
whole nother party. I know
Yeah.
people that done been to them too, and I done heard stories.
It's just like, it's just anywhere you go. It's like,
I ain't gonna lie. I wish I want to go to one. I ain't gonna lie. I just want to be nosy. I like.
I ain't
tea.
never been to a gay club. Don't even know where they at. My homeboy went and said he went because he knew all the girls was available.
Oh yeah, it be a lot of straight girls at gay
Damn.
clubs.
Man, he said, he got a gay brother. He said he just wanted to show support for his brother. I got it from Ryan Davis when he did the comedy, and he did it. And my homeboy told me that he actually did one time to show his brother, like, man, I go come around, because his gay brother come around the straight niggas and can't talk to nobody, get beat up. So he brought him around, and he was like, bro, you should come. He be a lot of like women go there so they won't have to get groped on by a man or get hollered at.
Yeah, because
So,
you ain't gonna have to worry
that
about
was
that.
really
And,
like- I was
and it's
like,
more
oh.
entertaining. It's more fun and entertaining. I've been to gay clubs.
But I bet he had to
before.
fight a lot of niggas out because they probably thinking like you one of them.
I ain't going to a gay club. Fuck that shit.
But imagine if your ratio of getting a woman and sealing the deal for the
Cause
night
it's
is
a lot of
100%.
straight women in there too. It be a lot of straight.
They got gay
women in there.
friends and they just be like going.
They just
women
like to
that.
hang
I
out.
would
It's
sit in the
fun.
pool hall and do fuck
Cause
that.
I've
I'm
been
like,
to gay clubs with
They
my
actually
gay
smart, I'm
friends,
telling
and
you, bro.
I'm straight, and it was
Man,
just fun.
people got social media cameras on their phones. Somebody put you and post you on that shit.
Yeah, but you ain't doing nothing gay. You
I
just
mean, I
in a
wouldn't
gay
do it
club.
anyway. I'm not going to.
It ain't like you got to be gay to enter.
I'm
You
not.
just-
It don't matter.
Like
I'm,
they got a thermometer. Like, let me read if you
Yeah,
gay or
you
not.
ain't got to be gay to enter. So just because you're in a gay club, don't mean
bro,
you
I'm
gay.
old head. I don't do that.
Alright,
It's against
So
all
if you
of
go to
that.
the gay club, you gay.
No, I'm not going to the gay club anyway though.
Oh.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all some real.
like
stuff.
I ain't gonna put
I'm gonna go
myself
ahead
in the
and come
harm's way.
clean. No bullshit. I forget what city. I mean, I swear, I might have been in Dallas. Never heard of this club. We was just trying to kill time. I'm waiting to do something. I promise. I'm with a girl though,
He gonna
so
say some
I can
crazy
tell this
shit.
story. Promise. So we go. We was just trying to kill time. I forget what city we was in. It had to been. I think it was Atlanta. We were waiting to we about to get this session at this one club where everybody go, but we were waiting. We kind of early, so I'm like, bro, let's kill time. We went to this little place that was right there. We like, let's just go in here. They had food. We went there. I ordered my food, and I'm just wondering why, like, but you know, it's gay people everywhere. So the dude take my order gay. It's Atlanta, so I'm like, all right,
It's
he
Atlanta,
gay.
yo.
So I'm talking to the girl. I'm just like, we chill. We just killing time. Like, bro, when they gonna pull up? Then I'm just looking, and then people start coming in. When we came in, it was like 8 people. Then people just start coming in. They just gay. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I promise. I wish I knew who I was with. I'll call him right now. We did not. I swear I did not know. And then I'm just looking around. They just gay. And then somebody coming in on my jacket. They come in on my jacket. I'm like, this nigga just gave me a compliment. He gay as hell. I'm like, why he feel so free to give me this compliment? Like, your jacket is so nice. You look nice in your jacket. I'm like, damn. So I'm talking to him. And then as we look, we finally looked at each other and said, I swear I got the same time and said, I think this is a gay lounge. Hey, we closed that tab and got up out of there. Hey, I'm talking about never again would I. We did not know. But you'll find out when you're in there. You'll find out.
Well, that's Atlanta though, bro.
Bro, that's
Boy, they like
You
roaches
got to
out
move
there.
carefully in Atlanta.
They
You know
like
what I'm
roaches
saying?
out there. We went to what was it, Lenox Mall? The
Oh man.
it was like 1 in 3. Like
Yeah.
it
Why
was
is
like,
that?
No.
I don't understand Lennox. That's crazy.
I don't know.
Like you be in there, it'd be like a 6'8" dude come down the hall in a
They be
wedding
bold,
dress
too.
or some shit.
they be like part-time gangsters.
damn.
Atlanta gay niggas be gangsters.
They do.
You
Some
be
of
like,
yeah.
you be like, hold on, bro. You got down a shootout with that nigga. You tell me don't try to holler at you.
I remember taking my daughter to Atlanta, and she's Googling, I guess, the mall. She's like, well, this mall has all these stars, and let's go. I'm trying to talk her out of it. I don't want to go to this mall. I've been there 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? She's like, Dad, we need to go to this mall. I'm like, all right, come on. We're going to go to the mall. She started looking at me like, Dad, why has that man got a pair of Uggs on? I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, just stop looking at him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Bro, hey, this stuff gets so. My homeboy, he was like, we was going out to the club. He's like, bro, it's this good pizza spot. but it's over here on Oakland.
What
do they call it?
The
What do they call it?
Gayborhood. The Gayborhood.
I lived in Dallas.
Oh, I remember
30
that.
plus years.
I remember that.
And never knew that was the Gayborhood.
Bro, yes.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm talking about like they own all that shit.
Yeah,
The
they
Rose
do.
Rainbow.
Yeah,
They got it rainbow.
So look,
now.
I never stayed.
It
over
wasn't
there.
like that at first.
It wasn't,
You
yeah.
couldn't tell.
Now they-
And this how you know a lot of gay people get money because first off, it costs a lot to stay there on that side of town. So
Oakland,
I never
yeah.
stayed over there. So I never knew to go over there. He took me to this pizza place. I kid you not, we went over there. And I said, bro, first off, I'm thinking like, okay, you know, it's called the Gayborhood, but it gotta be a lot of straight. But I think it's nothing. Like, you gotta be gay to live over there. We went to this pizza place. I think it's really a requirement. I think they ask you when you
might
find your
wanna
apartment
be,
application.
You might want to be gay.
Like you might have good credit and get denied because you're not gay. But we went in that pizza place and I kid you not, just in the little time in that pizza place, I saw the most gayest shit. I'm talking about niggas coming there. If you ever want to catch an undercover brother, go over there to Oakland. I felt so, it was so gay. I was like, bro, I'm like, how you felt? Bro, I can't even get this pizza, bro. We gotta get the fuck over
You
there.
gotta eat over there because
They had me question
they food be good
But
over
how
there.
do you know? I asked my homeboy, how you find this spot? Like, how do you even find this spot?
Because they got all the best food
But
places
it's
over
so
there.
gay.
Bro, I went-
Like, as soon as you
Gay
turn on the
people know
corner, you
good
know, like,
food.
this ain't where I belong.
Gay people know good food.
I met this chick that used to be like a disc jockey at a radio station, whatever you want to call them now. I don't know what they call
DJ.
them. But she was a DJ, disc jockey,
Disc
whatever.
jockey.
Well, it's the same
That's what
thing.
DJ
That's
mean,
what a
disc
DJ
I
jockey.
know,
mean.
but
So she was like, but listen, she was like a DJ on a gospel radio station. And
on a what?
it was like a gospel radio station.
A gospel?
Yeah, like a
Gospel or
Gospel?
gossip?
gospel. You know, I'm from Pittsburgh. We talk different.
Gospel, like church
Gospel.
music.
Oh, gospel.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
gospel.
He that boy said gospel.
No, gospel. You saying gossip and gospel at the same time.
Hey, whatever
They
you call
gossip
it.
about Jesus. They
Let's-
talk about Jesus.
Let's say it was a Christian radio station. Let's just leave it at that, right? So
Gospel. They talk about Jesus.
So I came to the radio station in Dallas to meet her, and we got in her car, and she took me to a restaurant. And I can't make this shit up, man. Like people had it was a nice restaurant, but when I looked up, people had menus and they was peeping at me over the fucking menu.
People or men?
Men, like people were. I said peeping. People were like
Oh.
they were peeping over the menu, like looking like this, like I'm saying the whole restaurant. I'm like, what the fuck is going? You know, I tell her, like, what the fuck? She's like, oh yeah, I should have told you this is a Gayborhood or whatever. It's Oaklawn. It's a bunch of gay people. I'm looking at her like, why you take me here? Like, you know what I'm
They
saying?
got good food over
I
there.
don't give a shit.
No,
I think she
I'm
was
talking
married
about-
and was hiding or something
Bro,
because
it's
you
bad.
know,
It's like niggas with BBLs and
I
everything.
told her to
You
take
be
me up
like,
out of there.
No,
Can't
let
even help. But you be like, what? Oh, get me up out of here, bro.
me tell you, my homeboy had ended up graduating the police academy, and we went out to celebrate. And we
took you
went
to
to
Oakland.
a spot. They wanted to go to the Food Good, and it's a popular spot, but people don't know that they do drag shows on Sundays. And we went, and it was during the time that they was doing the show, and so they didn't know, and because they was like, y'all here for the show, and they was like, nah, you know, we here, we made a reservation or whatever, and they was like, oh, okay, come in, you know, get your table, and the drag show started. Dog, I wish y'all could have seen my homeboys' faces. This shit was so funny when the drag queens came out, and now, mind you, I love drag queens. Like RuPaul Drag Race, one of my favorite shows. So I was in heaven, and I was like recording my homeboys. Hey, bro, because they had already ordered their food. But so when the show started, we waiting on our food to come. They didn't want to just tell the people not to bring our food. So they was like, we gonna eat our food or whatever. And man, that shit was hilarious, bro. That was a funny ass situation because they did not want to be like. We couldn't do no videos, no pictures. They was like, hey, bro, don't get me on camera. I don't want nobody to see me here, bro. Like, nobody. That shit was funny. I laughed so hard. It was, like, to see their uncomfortableness, it was hilarious.
shit, I never went back down there again, ever.
Yeah, I don't think they probably ever been either. But
Yeah, I ain't been either.
they don't
I ain't even
always,
eat
the
that day.
crowd don't always be like, it's a TNT, tacos and tequila.
I heard of that.
Yeah,
I
it's
heard
a
about that.
popular spot,
Yeah, I
and they
heard
be
about that.
jumping,
Yeah, I heard about
especially when it warm up. But on Sundays, they do drag shows.
I've been there
and
like
people
4
don't know.
years ago. I ain't never seen nothing gay. over
That when I went
Cause you ain't
there-
go on Sundays. Sunday's the only day they do the
there.
drag
I don't
shows.
know when the gay activity is going, but
Nobody
but
knew.
that
That's
community,
why.
that community is
It's
strong.
gay. That's why they
bro.
call it the
'Cause
gay
that
neighborhood.
uptown area, that Oakland.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
They
Oh,
really, that's
yeah.
why you'll see they walking their dogs, and it's like,
But
and
they
it's like, I
got
don't
good
know.
food over
Cause
there.
women gay, but it's like it's all gay men over there.
I'm telling you, they got the best restaurants. They
I don't
food,
even care.
They food be top
Yeah,
tier.
I learned how to cook before I eat over there.
Yeah, that was different.
The
I went
ain't
through
gonna make
I
you
went through
gay.
something like that in Key West.
Oh no, they
Food
might
not
try to
gonna
sprinkle
make
some
you
little
gay.
some sugar in that shit.
They put some sugar in your food.
Gay food,
Like,
you
why
leave about there
everything
switching.
taste
Like,
sweet?
You might get there
hey.
and nigga be like, don't worry about it, I got it.
Oh yeah, that. See,
bro,
that's
you
what.
bitch, I tell the world you done took me on a date.
I was finna say, let them trade for your food.
Well, I'm gonna
See,
tell you
look at
now.
see, nah, see you out. Nah.
If you ever go to Key West, stay off South Duval Street because the
Alright.
southern part of Key West is a neighborhood.
Okay,
And
I
I learned.
know.
I was like, wow, I was doing some work down there building seawalls and shit. Man, and I seen. I was like, man, I'm talking about men standing on the corner and in a thong. Like
Oh, yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like,
you
yo.
better-
If you ever go to South Beach in Miami, don't
I've
eat
been to
by
South
10th
Beach a
Street.
lot
They
of
got a little
times.
drag show up in there.
Hey, and if you
they,
ever,
they got all the crowd, all the girls go over there.
if
Just
you,
let them have
yeah,
it.
because it's
Let
fun.
'em
And if
have
you
both.
ever in New Orleans and you go on Bourbon Street, don't go too far. When it start getting eerily dark around there, that means you need to turn around. You don't went too far.
Well, you fuck around and get robbed on that motherfucker anyway. You don't want to go there.
Yes, you do. New
No,
Orleans
not
fun.
it. I'm saying when you go into places you ain't got no business venturing.
Well,
into.
that's when you go too
when you
far.
a tourist and you ain't with
that's
the right
where,
people.
but a
you
lot of
don't
people,
just-
because you know, bourbon is a bunch of.
And that's how you
It's
know
a bunch
gay
of
people got
restaurants.
more rights than black people.
But when you go too far, that's
Because
where the trans it gets a little
the
weird down there.
neighborhood, they paint the streets for them. It's nice. The rent, living is safe over there. You go everywhere where it's like a lot of black people. It's unsafe. It's dirty. It's ran down.
Stinking.
Well,
and
we
shit.
need to let the
Thinking
gay
everything.
people gentrify.
Yeah, they need to go. They need to switch spots.
come
Like
to
let the black
hood.
people stay over there. Yeah.
Let the gays come to the black
Let the
neighborhoods.
gays-
They
I'm
gonna
talking
make
about-
it nice
bro.
then. They like, oh, they gonna protect us over here.
Gay people living good.
You need to be a city councilman. You need to fight for that.
Yeah, we need to fix that. Put black people in a nice neighborhood. Put the gay people in there. Nah, I take that back. I'm just joking. Gay people are allowed anywhere
just
they want to go.
Mix them, infiltrate them
It was
together.
just
Bring them
jokes.
together.
I'm not even homophobic.
Yeah, because you ate pizza at that place.
And it
Nah, I
changed
didn't
it. Changed things.
Why y'all didn't eat? That food
I
was
lost my
probably
appetite,
good.
man. I'm telling you, people walking there with ass out and BBL. I told you, like niggas with BBL. I tell you, I just got eerily disgusted. I lost my appetite because it was like, I asked him. I called my partner right. I said, bro, how did you find this spot? Like, how do you find? Like, because I'm telling you, when you even just get out the about to go in, you just be like, nah, I'm cool. I'm telling you, it's they spot. It's they spot, and they make sure you know it's they spot.
Yeah, it ain't. I don't go down there.
They don't even bother you. They
That's-
just bother
that's-
you.
That's crazy down there. That's
I'm a
different.
holler. I mean, because I'm a woman and I get it. I know why y'all.
Man,
don't
they come
go.
in holding hands, kissing, talking freely,
y'all
because
missing
they
out
in
'cause
they
it's
they
good
in they
food.
line of work, they in they stuff, so they free. They like you know how like you used to worry, you know, like you see gay people got a mask because they somewhere where it's a lot of men, so they know they gotta just like chill a little bit.
Yeah.
Over there, it's like the opposite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all gotta.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta be like,
Yeah.
hey, nigga, don't look the wrong way.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers fight jump, we in they shit. We in they shit. So now they feeling free. They at home. They ass out, just start twerking, start talking about how they
that's-
So
Yeah,
how you?
that's
Wait,
too
wait, but I want to know what your homeboy said. Well, how did he find out about
Man,
it?
he say he took a girl over there. I don't know. I just still don't know how you find that spot. But like
shit.
girls do hang with like she must have took him. I don't know. He said a girl brought him over there and the food was
You-
good.
you-
that he recommended we went back.
So you,
I said,
you
bro, you
still
finna hurry
hang,
that
you
to
still
go.
hang with him?
Yeah. He ain't did nothing gay besides go to that gay restaurant. That's the only thing I can put
Okay.
on him. And I ain't went back with him. If he still go over there, that's on him. That's on him.
Oh, if he watched this episode and call you,
Man,
I want to know.
I call him after the show. I don't want to embarrass him. He a very notable person in the city, and I don't want the rumors to come
I'm
out. But I was real
hollering.
curious of how he found that spot
That's
because
hilarious.
I just wouldn't even know how that spot exists. I got gay family members that don't even know where the gay area is at, and he found that. That piece ain't that goddamn good. I'm cool with Double Nose. Yeah, Double Nose is good though. Me and they deliver.
Man.
Ah,
Yeah, I remember back in the day, I was rolling down the street. I was in my truck, and I saw this woman walking up the street, right?
Mm.
So, I went to roll my window down. I'm laying back like, that motherfucker was like, this ain't what you want. I was like, oh, shit. Like, hey, I ran the red light, everything. I had to fuck out of it. I was like, this ain't what you want. I'm like, oh, shit.
Hey,
let me
and
get
it's
the
just like,
fuck
bro,
outta
and it's
here.
getting ridiculous. These niggas big. They 6'5", 2. I'm like, bro, you ain't get on a football field. They big. It's just ridiculous. You just be like, bro, you too big to be gay.
I got a question. You ever caught one of your homeboys liking something on Instagram that they wasn't supposed
I
to
already
like?
seen it. Well, no, I seen them like in a Trini, and I found out it was a Trini, and I want to go back and just screenshot out. You know, it tell you like if you follow somebody,
that's
tell you,
what
and they
I'm
like,
saying, it
and I
tell
want to
you.
like, I send them. Sometimes I send the person and be like, hey, you know, there's a nigga, right?
Yeah.
I be like, I hope you just like the picture, you ain't dropping the DMs.
I'm telling you, that is a hobby.
Our
of mine.
Instagram get you
That's
now.
a hobby of mine.
Man.
Yeah.
I know we going away
Yeah, I
from the
know.
topic, but-
Hey, I seen it.
Hey, listen.
Cause
to me.
I'm in a barbershop, bro. People come in, man. Look at this. They're like, that's
Oh,
a
I can
man.
show you.
You like, oh shit.
Let me
Like,
tell you, I
you
got all
know,
my
you like,
homeboys
wow,
with
they
this
are
one.
fooling
It
people.
was like Nikita Dragon or some dragon. Or Nikita
Oh,
Dragon.
yeah, Nikita
I got all
Dragon.
my homeboys. They're like, hey, bro, look at this fine shit, bro. And then,
Like, that's a man.
like,
bro, they
that's
start
a
going in. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
would
that's
you
a-
like? What
a
would you
whole
do with
dude.
that, nigga? I'll eat it, beat it, nigga. Screenshot. Nigga, don't you ever get out of line, nigga? That's a notable
I'm
motherfucking
doing
man.
it to my homeboys too, but I like doing it. I'm a woman, of course. It's funny to me.
Oh, them niggas be mad. Hey, you gay, but why would you even say? I'm like, nigga. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I do it. I'm like, nigga, it got me. I had to get you.
Yeah, no, I gotta get you back.
Hey, them motherfucking trend farmers, trend dressings,
Transgenders, man.
transmissions. They good with them angles and shit.
They are
I just
good.
had one right now. I gave my number up,
Damn.
and I was like, hey, I
Damn.
said, hey, well, you know, I'm
Clip this.
I'm saying, hey, you were born a woman, right? I'm on FaceTime, but they in the dark. I said, hey, bro, something ain't right. So I'm like, let me not put my face in the camera for a shot screenshot. I'm on the phone with him. I said, hey, because I'm sure I got, that's why I tell you, when you just brought that up, my homeboys liking the pictures, everything, and I think, honestly, they follow me. That's what they get. Hey, I'm on y'all ass, too. I'm going to tell y'all about this. So then, I'm like, you born a woman? The motherfucker lied and said, yeah. I said, go stand in front of the mirror. Because they like, I'm laying down naked. I said, okay, well, bet. Stand in the mirror and cut the light on.
Yeah.
You ain't even got to show me too much. Just stand with your legs spread with the light on. They like, all right, I am, but you got to show me something. I said, why the fuck I got to show you something? You a woman? You born a woman? I said, I ain't going to even lie to you. I'm thinking you a man. Oh, that's crazy. But they not offended. So I'm like, oh, ain't she not getting offended? Oh, yeah, this a nigga. But I'm going to show y'all so y'all can vouch for me. So I know y'all
wanna
going to
see
clip
that
this,
shit.
but
I
I'm
want
going to
to
show
see
y'all.
it. How
Yeah,
did you
it-
meet this person?
Snapchat.
See, that's
See, that's your problem. Stop meeting people on
that's
there.
bad.
Yeah,
That's-
I'm
yeah,
done
that's
with
rough.
Snapchat after that. No, but the angles, bro, I'm
I
telling
feel you. I
the
seen it.
angle-
I seen
and it
it,
even
bro.
gave you like a little more to make you be like, oh, okay, she got a coochie because now you just see they always bucket it with a bag or so. Because now you got to do Adam's apple check.
Well, they be tucking
print
them too.
check.
They
You
tuck
can't
them.
even tell
They took
sometimes,
it too
bro.
good.
All that
They
don't even
No,
mean nothing.
No, I watch RuPaul's Drag Race. I watch a lot. They took.
Man,
Do you know how
that
they
hormone
took?
pill shit? They give them like little titties and they getting softer in the face. Normally I can tell, but listen, I told myself and I meant this. That's why I should never get my number. If I even think, you'll do. If I even think,
Because
you got a
even
coochie,
the
you'll do.
girls, they got more facial hair than you.
Yeah.
They be growing beards like they
So them-
have them hormones.
You know
is
what? I
crazy.
know we got to stay away from talk. We got to get to the bottom of this. And let me tell you why. This is so like I normally wouldn't defend dudes that be getting tricked, but I be sober, so I can see on the drunk night how maybe they get tricked. Because let me tell you why. Regular woman, born a woman, gonna get ass done, titties done, gonna put a wig like she got cancer in her head, and gonna beat her face with a ton of makeup. Those are the same things that them fucking transmissions are doing. So now they looking the same.
And a lot
Because
of
I done
time-
went
and a
up to
lot
some
of
women
time-
and really
and a
been
lot of
like,
time they
hell
do
no.
it
They like,
better.
nigga, that's a girl. I know she got a baby. I'm like, oh, that's how you got to do now. That's why damn near it's probably say they have a
But
kid.
a lot
They got
of
a kid.
and a lot of time
Alright.
they do it better
Yeah.
because actually all of makeup trends come from gay men.
Yeah, that's who doing the makeup
Everything
and stuff.
that women do in makeup and beauty and stuff, it
from
all
men.
come from gay men.
Look who leading the industry. Like who the top hairstylists in the black hairs and the top probably makeup artists are dudes.
Gay men go hard with the hair. I ain't gonna lie.
So when they beat themselves up, hold on. When they
Beat
put themselves
themselves
Beat
up,
up.
themselves.
Look,
Yeah,
pause.
I don't know how that
Beat
just sounded
themselves
bad.
up.
Period.
When they beat they
But when they
face.
get themselves together, they look just like the average
They
woman
beat
because now the
themselves
woman ain't natural. The woman is enhanced booty, enhanced titties, enhanced face, fake hair. So now they look exactly the same. So I be seeing how niggas be
Cause
getting
I
sick.
done got caught by a couple of women trans on Instagram because I be dick watching. And I like be posting niggas with dick prints and stuff. And like I remember one time I posted this girl with this dude, and he had a shirt on, so I couldn't tell that he had got his titties removed. And he had this dick print. I'm like, dick, because my mind I just see dick. You know what I'm saying? And he had muscles, tattoos. It was a nigga. But looking at him, and then somebody messaged me like, that's a trans because I had shared it.
So
on
it's
my
a girl
story.
turned to a nigga.
It was a girl turned into a dude,
Damn.
and I said, no, the fuck it's not.
Oh, so
They
y'all
was
can get got too.
hell yeah,
Damn.
because I be dick watching, Them dicks don't always.
They be
work.
running
she
they
had
strap
the fake-
24/7?
a fake- one of them fake
No,
ones?
she had surgery.
Oh, she had that meat.
So she got a dick.
Yeah, she got a dick.
Oh,
she
that's
had
heavy.
the surgery.
Wait, it's a surgery? They giving women dick?
Yeah.
They give men vaginas.
Yeah, they got both.
Oh, so you can
It's
get
ju-
tricked without even getting.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
bro.
she's a full trans, so she got the hormones. Like she looks like a man. She's
So how much
born-
is that surgery?
Oh, baby, I don't know, because I ain't trying to get rid of mine. I'm happy with what I got.
Damn, it ain't safe
But
out
I know,
here.
I heard a doctor say before that I know they prefer to do the when giving the men vaginas versus giving the women penises because it's easier to dig a hole than build a pole. And I always thought about that, and I thought that was
that's
hilarious.
crazy.
I just heard something like that the other day. They said
Do it
it's-
look different? When you
whole
know
lot.
I
Lasts
ain't never
longer than a
seen no
pole.
trans penis in person.
Have you seen the
She
trans
had it in
coochie?
pants.
Have you seen the trans coochie?
No, I don't want to.
Yeah, you be
Damn,
looking at
that's
coochie.
crazy.
That
No, he
kinda-
asked me that. I
I'm
ain't
just
know.
saying.
Oh, it's over.
nasty.
Hey, fellas.
I don't know, because do they
Baby
get a
pictures?
trans
They
coochie? I
can
don't-
have babies with the fake coochie?
No.
Oh.
Well,
They do got this. Like
I was about to say,
yeah, they do got some
now
weird shit out there.
now they are
we
experimenting
doomed,
with
bro.
yeah, men carrying babies. That's
with
true.
men carrying babies,
Yeah.
but they have they doing uterus implants. So like transplants.
Yeah, we
so
went
they
through.
transferring
And this is the only thing I
uteruses so
agree
they
with
can
Trump
do
on for sure. Get that shit up out of here.
that. Yeah. But you know that's science. That's
Bro,
They
we
can
gonna have a
put the-
lot.
I
Hey,
don't
they
know-
gonna
I
they
don't know a
gonna
whole
boycott
bunch
our
about
shit.
They should give gay people their own continent.
Hey, they gonna boycott this shit like fuck them
no
niggas.
facts. Because of course when you see them pregnant men, those are really women. They haven't had their parts removed. So they have
Reproductive organs.
Yeah, they haven't had their reproductive organs.
Okay.
They've done everything else to look like a man. They might have had the hormones. They got chest hair. They got facial hair. Like it's one that's real popular. It's a light skin when she has he bald head. He got light color eyes. He got a beard. He got facial hair, arm hair, like.
But it's a woman.
But he was born a woman,
That's heavy.
and he got pregnant,
Damn.
and he looked
you
like
saying?
a man pregnant.
Somebody
Like
fucked
it
him?
looked like a light skinned James Harden pregnant.
Yeah,
Somebody fucked him. Or he did like some other shit.
I don't know how they did
Well,
it.
somebody had
He
But
dated-
he still
dating
had
women.
a vagina.
He dating women.
Well, I think he married to. I want to say he married to a woman.
I heard Stubbs was the nastiest. That's true.
I don't know.
Juicy said Stubbs got good coochie.
I mean, I heard.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even like men that deal with studs.
Yeah, like you right there.
I feel like
You right there.
because my thing is like
But technically, it's still a woman.
okay, but hear me out. I get that it's still a woman, but I got a problem with men who fuck with studs because like I'm a feminine woman, right? Like I get my hair done, my nails done. Like I'm a girly girl, so it's like you can't be with me because I feel like people go off of preferences. I know some people be all over the place,
Yeah.
but you go off of preferences and stuff like, and I don't see you liking no stud and you like me because that's two different ends of the spectrum. Like you can't look at me and find me attractive and then look at somebody. I don't dress like a tomboy. Like I don't dress boyish or none of that. So like I just feel like dudes who be fucking studs, like you'll be playing the game one day and then you'll like look over at your homeboy and be like, hey, you look kind of good today, bro. In my head, that's what I see. So I
You
got a
not
problem
wrong.
with men.
I don't see how you can.
Men fucking studs. I get she still got a vagina. They say studs stand for still titties under the shirt. But I mean, the studs be thick. It be some studs online. Them studs be having ass.
You don't know until because the way they dress, you can't tell. I ain't looking.
They have
Once you
baggy
like a boy, I
pants,
ain't
but
looking.
some of them that ass,
But
they
I
got
seen some
ass.
switch it
I
up.
cut a
They
lot
get
of studs here, and that I wouldn't go there.
It's one stud went viral. The nigga cut her hair. You pretty much. I would go.
It's
like
a
her
lot of
pictures.
them that
But my
go. It's a
client-
lot of them
like,
go
I-
viral.
I'm gonna
Okay,
show
you say
you. I
that.
bet you go.
I
for
can't.
this
It's
stud.
one. It's
I
one in
bet you
Houston.
go for this stud.
No. Let me shut up,
It's
man.
one
My
in
clients be
Houston.
mad at me, man.
It's one in Houston that play football. She thick than a mother. Like her thighs is like turkeys. Her ass is
said
fat.
turkeys.
Her hips is wide. But she dressed like a stud. She dressed like a dude. She got dreads and everything. Like she a handsome woman. But she
a handsome woman.
Heavy. She fine and she knows she fine. So she play up to that. Like she be all on Instagram. TikTok in her Ethica draws. Like, you know what I'm saying? But niggas a fucker. She got a fat ass.
All right, we gonna roll.
Fucking
fast.
their homeboys too.
We gonna get it on. We gonna get past this.
This was fun.
Oh shit.
I better find you that stud.
I don't want to see that shit. Look,
Let me see. I think I know what you talking about though.
She went viral on TikTok. Right
I kind of like this.
Go to the page.
Oh yeah, she is
she's fine than a
handsome.
mother. Handsome. She beautiful.
Yeah, she pretty.
No,
She
go
is-
to the page. Show them how to go to the page.
No, I know. Oh,
No, I'm saying she tagged. Go to her
Man, she
page.
like my
No, it's not
nephew.
her page, but go to the. She tagged on the picture. You done messed up, then.
no.
She
Okay,
went
go back to the
comments.
picture she tagged, and then go look at her pictures, bro. I'm telling you, gonna go.
I
for it.
know. I was trying to.
Let me do it.
Oh, Nelly Nicole.
Yeah,
Here she
Nelly
go. Yeah.
Nicole. Now look at this. Go to one in her like her swimsuit. I remember them pictures. Look at that.
But she just looked like a woman though. That ain't.
Not when
don't-
she was in that barber chair.
Well, she don't look like a stud though.
Yeah, in that picture, but in
You
the
know-
barber chair.
Cause some women do be cutting their hair off, and them
No, she a
women-
stud. She a real like she's
I
very-
know.
Yeah, but she just don't have. She don't look like a
She
dude.
a STEM
She
though.
took off all them boy clothes, and that's how
She
she
a
look.
STEM though because
Yeah,
she
she just- yeah.
going around in a bikini. Real studs ain't finna do that.
Yeah, they
she a
don't do
STEM.
that.
That
What's a
means
STEM?
she's still a STEM is a stud film. Like so, you
This is
got
too much.
films. I know you got
So many
films
shit.
who are feminine lesbians. You got studs who are masculine lesbians. You
Well,
got
see, back in
stems
the
are in the
80s,
middle,
in
so
the
they
80s,
might
in the
they might
90s,
switch in between because some
We
be
just call
doing
them
it.
dykes or bulldaggers. I mean,
Well, you can't really call them bulldaggers.
Well, that's what we-
It's
I take her on Monday
derogatory
through
now.
Wednesday, and she can go be that stud with her girlfriend.
But a STEM is like in
We
between
gonna get
because some of them
boycotted.
be wearing makeup. You know, they might dress like a boy.
Nelly
They wear
Nicole.
makeup. They still get their hair done or their nails
On your
done.
STEM
Like those are
days.
stems. That's what you want. You want a STEM?
If this is what a STEM is, I'll take that.
Y'all gonna be sharing pants.
Oh man,
I get her this
She
STEM.
gonna be wearing your drawers and shit. Oh shit.
Plant that flower.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Hey, but she ain't. She just don't look. She look like a woman to me.
That's all you saw, but
yeah, that's what she look like.
she like a nigga too.
I think it's hard for her to hide that, like to look like a dude. That ain't.
right with them titties. She was
Yeah, she.
but
look a
she
little
also
tough.
really pretty in the face.
That's what I'm
Some
saying.
of 'em-
It's hard
some
for her
of
to
'em be
look like
hard
a
in
dude.
the face.
Man, some of the women look like niggas. Like,
But I mean, it's regular. It's straight women that be hard in the face. Hoes be looking like they daddy.
not her though. But we gotta. This is a nice little topic right here. I like this topic. Y'all might like this too. Y'all a little younger. So, is the older black generation responsible for toxic behavior in the new generation?
Let's talk about like in the sense of dating wise, just dating. I feel like yes, because a lot of how people operate in relationships when they get older is stuff that they learned or they was privy to when they was younger. So this is things that they saw, that they grew up around, that they were taught, that they learned from their environments, and they take that what they learned and didn't learn, and they take that into their relationships when they get older, and then you just creating a cycle of stupid shit. I definitely believe it. I believe that wholeheartedly. That they responsible for it. Cause when you think about, like, let's say the conversation when they be like, well, your grandma stayed at the house and your granddaddy did whatever he did, and she was there and she dealt with it like we supposed to deal with it too. No, we don't have to deal with that. We're different women. Back then, our grandmas dealt with shit because they didn't have shit. Like back to what we was talking about with that other conversation. Like they didn't have shit, so they can't leave. Where they gonna go? They wasn't working. They didn't know how to drive. They didn't know how to read. They didn't know how to do a lot of shit. They needed their husbands. Like, we got our own shit now. We have jobs. We have our own means. Like, we don't have to stick in situations just because somebody's taking care of us. Like, we new age. We don't have to do all of it. So, yeah, I do believe that in a lot of scenarios, I could go on and on, but a lot of scenarios it's how we're taught and who teaches us, older people, the older generation.
What you think, buddy?
I think I think now, because I be looking at this form of toxicity and I just can't remember. It's always been around, but I just think they take it to another level. Like, like you talking about, like even like this YN, like they got their own group. This is new, the YNs, and they are different. And no OGs taught these YNs how to be these YNs, but the YNs. They learned it from other YNs. And I just think some just got in the water, or the drugs just got stronger. Because they coming out with new drugs and stuff.
That's true.
And I think the drugs just hitting different and then making people lash out differently. Or, the world. Because the one thing is constant is change. Because I'm looking at this toxic, I'm like looking at the toxic stuff. And like now I'm in the
Can I stop you real quick in the middle of that though? But you wouldn't have the YN, meaning young niggas, right?
Mm-hmm.
You really don't have the older, the OGs anymore to guide these people on the street anymore. That's why you got the dumb crime now.
And also because these YNs ain't trying to hear it.
Yeah.
It needs to be more structured.
Yeah.
It's just like even when you like you just talk to some females and they be like, I don't know. I be like, where you get your logic from?
Mm-hmm.
They mamas, they grandmamas.
No, mama happily married.
Mm-hmm.
She a happily bust down.
Mm-hmm.
To my mama been with one
Call her
man and
bust.
everything.
But that,
Hold on, what you call it? Happily,
but you know, you not.
bust?
But
Yeah, she's
but they
happily
also
bust
you
down.
got aunties, you got cousins, you got influence from everywhere. You got influence from social media. You got influence from. It doesn't.
So I was sheltered.
It doesn't
And
just
everything I
necessarily mean
learned
that.
bad and toxic was from everybody, my peers. Like I say, you got them little one bad leads. They probably got it from their parents and all that. But I just think this day and age is a whole nother level.
Okay, can I ask you a question real quick though? I got one thing to go because you said you brought up the young niggas and you said like the YNs and stuff like they different, but you know even the old niggas had to be young niggas at one point. And if I don't think that is not that it's a new type of these new young niggas is very rash. They very crazy, but we all know niggas that was like that back in the day, and where they ended up. That's why the jails was
100%.
full because
the jails are more crowded now.
the
with
jails,
probably more young
but
people
still,
than ever.
there's always been there. I think just with us having social media and being able to highlight, like it's glorified.
That might
It's
be.
glorified now because
Okay,
back
so
then
look,
and
niggas
see,
wasn't doing.
How many school shooters you grew up
But
in?
no, but I'm
Yeah.
saying niggas wasn't. Niggas
good
wasn't
point.
as boastful with what they're doing like they are now. Back then, you knew niggas that was killing niggas or they did shit,
But they
but
were
nobody
grown.
talk. But they didn't talk about it. Didn't nobody tell nothing about it. It was like one of them things, like you better leave such a like they killed somebody
I
back in the
don't- I
day.
don't-
Let me tell you.
These niggas are boastful.
I
They're
think-
putting
I
it in
think
songs.
it's
They
a-
putting
it's
it.
another
They going on
level.
social
But
media
I
like.
think the reason why they more boastful is because of social media. Everybody has a platform now.
Yeah,
Like you got
like it's cool to snitch on
but
yourself.
you gotta understand, like, that's another topic we got. But basically, like in the '80s, when crack hit, I'm from that crack generation. That's when things really began to change, and rap music and all that began to change once NWA came out. So the violence and all the negativity kind of like got more enhanced. It was boasted through the records and movies or whatever, and it got worse. I mean, it was like
Crack
that in the
pit,
70s.
crap-
It was like that in the 70s too, because they had, black exploitation movies and it was all magnified in that too, but it got worse, especially with that crack era. But I feel like in the 90s, we didn't, the 90s, whatever reason, something happened where like the new generation, like in the 2000s and up, it was like everybody kind of followed, in the rap industry, they followed more the Biggie and Pac way than the rest. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody wanted to be super hard. Like
they wanted to be gangsters.
like when we grew up, we was always had to, like as a man, you had to be hard. Like your uncle punching your chest, your brother. Everybody, you be a man. You don't cry. You do all that. All that stuff. So everybody was hard. All the music was hard. Everything was tough. And it's like these young dudes, they took it to another level. But I think we absolutely played a part in it.
Definitely.
To getting it to
'Cause
where
they
it's out
made
of
it cool,
control.
Because Tupac wasn't even a gangster.
Well, now Tupac is from the ghetto. It's like people say Ja Rule wasn't a gangster. He's still from Southside Jamaica, Queens. He's from the ghetto.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Tupac wasn't no gangster like that.
No,
That
he
nigga
wasn't
was
a gangster. He was a rapper, actor, but he's still
But
from the
people
ghetto.
act like he was just this hard gangster. Like
Well, again, I think the music took a bad turn somewhere because I remember listening. Let's say you listen to Chuck D, and he talk about they breaking out of a federal penitentiary. Then we got to the point where you had to be real to rap, so you couldn't talk about that unless it was real.
he was living that
Yeah,
lifestyle.
and that ain't how it used to be. Rap was fiction. Like people rapped about things they saw, stuff they thought about, or things
Yeah.
they made up. And somewhere along the line, you had to be real and all this. So nowadays, you got rappers that just come out and they want to do the most to prove that they real. You know what I'm saying? So you got them doing stupid shit, going to jail, telling on themselves and in music and everything else.
Definitely do. They, man.
But I mean, music used to be different. Like, definitely I think contributed to what we have now. We sit back and criticize these dudes, not really taking responsibility for our generation really putting a battery in their back to
Molding
become
them
stupid
and
as hell. Yeah.
Do you overall, do you feel like it is the older generation to take credit for molding and creating what they feel like is the younger
The older
generation
generation ain't going to agree with it, but absolutely I do. I think we did. Because we was negative, man. That's how we came up. If you came up in that generation, we was about the money, about that, that life. We was just in it to win it, and we was down and dirty, and it just, we passed that buck to
and
them.
I feel like we had to learn from somewhere. Like even if you are sheltered, like you still have influences around you, and you still gonna learn. Even if you are sheltered, you're gonna learn a sheltered way of life. Like it's either way it go, you gotta learn, because that's the whole point of life. You gotta go through. You can't go through life and not learn. So it's like you learning and absorbing your environment and everything around you, whether this is good or bad, and whether you could grow up like there's things that was instilled in me that I'd be like, I'm going against it just because I just want to go against the grain. You know what I'm saying?
Even with that being said, like your parents or your family can instill stuff in you, but if you look at our culture that we hold so dearly, like we do it for the culture. Our culture is negative.
It is.
We glorify violence. We glorify, like, no disrespect for like Big Meech and none of them, but when they can't, we hold more value to them than somebody who's a positive person. Like, we don't give positive people their props. We don't really hold them up, but we'll hold some negativity up. You know what I'm saying?
Because it was like, if you was actually doing something with your life, people be like, this lame ass nigga, like, cause you
But that's
like,
how it was,
shit.
though. That's how our culture is negative and it's detrimental to us.
Yeah, you could be like, think about it now, like kids be like a nerd. I mean, it's getting better, I guess, in a sense, but it's like, when we was in school, or we saw somebody that was different from the regular, like they wasn't the cool kids, but they was more so like, let's say in their books, and they was actually like doing good shit, and people be like, oh, lame man.
They a lame,
yeah, because it's like, but they using their smarts, they using their brain, and they actually make a difference in this world. And we out here because we ain't doing shit. We half-assing, barely. You know what I'm saying? Like we glorify the nigga that got the new J's. You know what I'm saying? That he ain't passing his classes, but he playing the hell out of some basketball. You know what I'm saying?
That's almost like when you compare, like,
That's our society.
like when the 50 Cent and Ja Rule beef started, like 50 totally crushed him. But 50 was about the street. He got shot 9 times. He was in the life dealing with real gangsters. Ja Rule was hot. He was making party music, though. You know what I'm saying? We was dancing all up and down Virginia Beach and all up and down,
But nigga that got that Swiss cheese come over here and try to say
and that's
something.
who people really, that's the kind
that
of...
nigga, he got shot 9 times. He a real nigga.
That's how our culture is, though. We'll dismiss somebody
nigga, you
who just...
stupid and you a piece of Swiss cheese.
I wouldn't say all that about 50. God damn. A piece of Swiss cheese.
It's crazy too.
That's what he is.
That's what the women go for too.
You got holes in them now, not me.
Well, most women, I'm sorry.
I don't want them. I don't want no street dude. People be trying to pin that on me. I don't like street dudes. Like, I don't even want nobody that's like, I don't want nobody selling drugs. Like, for one, I work too hard, and I'm not finna be with somebody that I can sacrifice all my stuff. I'm gonna throw my whole life away because of your bad decisions, because I'm not finna do it with you. And I'm not even finna get with you and enable it, because if the cops come, I'm gonna give you up. I'm not going to jail for nobody. I like crab legs too much. I'm not going to prison. I'm gonna be like, officer, he over there, he got all the drugs. I'm snitching. You give me an Italian beef and a Pepsi, I'm telling. I am. So I'm not even finna get with nobody that's living like that, because the fact, me getting with somebody, like, it's like we building a life together. So why would I get with somebody that's living a risque life like that, that could potentially be killed or sent to jail for what they doing? Like, I'm good. If I'm dating a nigga, he go to jail, I'm breaking up with him when he gets sentenced. In the courthouse. I'm be like, man, it was,
So, buddy, look,
I wish the best.
You into the music, right? You don't think that the culture, like, was handed down and it just gradually got worse from the older generations?
I mean, everything that's doing now has been done before. I just feel like it's on a whole different.
Yeah, it got worse. That's what I'm saying.
And I don't even think it came from like. I just think they moving on their own time.
Or maybe we exposed to it more. You ever think about that?
I just don't really know. I'm actually in between. They call me I'm a YN unk. I'm like a young nigga in the unk.
Cause what's the difference between us hearing the stories and hearing the stories and hearing what happened versus actually seeing it now? Cause it's cameras everywhere.
So let me tell you. So when you used to hear about the Freaknik, it didn't seem like it was an everyday thing. It seemed like it was a big congregation, and that's when it went wild.
Freaknik?
Yeah, Freaknik, right? That's right?
Yeah,
Freaknik,
yeah. In
Now it's
Atlanta,
like
that
every
went down.
day you can go to the club and see the Freaknik.
Well, the Freaknik
You
is
see
an
ads
event in
on there.
Atlanta that went down once a year.
Once a year.
But I'm saying, like,
now
what-
that's
well,
like an
but-
everyday norm. Twerking.
Well, they
It's an
take
everyday
yeah,
norm.
that's what I'm saying. They
Shaking
But
take,
that's what I'm
everything is
saying.
taken to the max now.
Like, yeah,
what I'm
it's.
saying.
I
Yeah.
feel like it always been a thing. It's just we're exposed to it more because we can actually see it. It's actual tangible evidence of stuff that's being done. You know what I'm saying? Versus us just hearing about it in the streets or hearing the stories of what happened and what went down. They didn't have all them cameras back then. Hell, they got cameras on every corner now, every street. So it's easy to see stuff play out as it happened because you can catch it in real time versus just hearing the stories and like going off of that.
And this next what you call it plays into the same thing, so we could kind of keep it rolling a little bit. But it's just like, why do artists incriminate themselves in their music and doing interviews and podcasts? Like, we want to know, like, what's your thoughts on that? What's that about? Like,
Everybody just want to be that guy. And if nobody was there, you want everybody to know. It's the popularity that you get from it. Like I said, you know, like the stripes of bragging about the bodies or being a Crip or being a Blood, the bitches that come with that, and niggas just get on the mic and just be like, it just be like everyday talk like niggas be having amongst themselves. They just do it in there and forget they on camera. I guess they be thinking the police not real. I don't know how much.
I was just about to say that. I was about to ask you that question. Do you think that are niggas not afraid of going to jail no more?
Not when all your homeboys in there. That's
That's
what it be seeming like.
gay. Going back to what we was talking about earlier, then that's why all these niggas be gay for the state.
Nah, I just think that what it was. I feel like when you got this level of don't give a fuck, you ain't scared of jail, you ain't scared of nothing, you ain't scared of death. If you ain't scared of death, you ain't scared of jail. And some of these think they gonna be beat it or get out. I don't know how they.
I mean, at least if you die, if you go to heaven, I mean, if you go to hell, cause it's hoes in hell. But it's like you gonna have hoes there. You go to jail, it ain't nothing but niggas in there.
Conjugal visits, the female guards.
Do they still do them?
Shit, I wouldn't know. I don't want to find out. I don't want to be able to answer the question. I don't even want to be able to answer the question. I just know that. I mean, I think when everybody do everything, that's what I say. It's like more crash out now than ever. But it was crash outs back then. It's just people. It's like you don't understand the consequences. It's just like when a nigga cheat, it don't hit you until you lose your family. I think when they niggas crash out, it don't hit them what they doing until they actually go to jail. So like we know jail a thing, you know death a thing, and it don't hit you until it's too late.
but we done seen people like Big U do this after other people already, got on somebody's podcast and got indicted after, later on down the line. So why would somebody like Big U, which is he older than me, you know what I'm saying?
He played it right though. He wasn't on the podcast.
Yeah, he was. He had a podcast called Checking In.
Yeah, but he wasn't talking.
But he was.
Oh, you gotta show me that. I ain't
He
seen
was,
that. Most of his documents was everything I see was everybody else talking about his story. He the myth. He the legend.
Yeah, he did a lot of talking on them podcasts too. They're gonna use a lot of that stuff against him in court.
Yeah, I gotta see his.
You know,
I seen his people in.
Uh-huh.
Is that the one that dealing with the Tupac stuff?
No, Big U.
This
Big
is the
U.
one like when you go to LA.
He
you
just
gotta
got
talk
indicted
to
like 2-3 weeks
Yeah.
ago. Maybe
yeah, but
maybe a
but
month
most
ago.
of his evidence, most of the things I seen,
He
what
got
I
a
seen
RICO,
was everybody
sex
that's in his organization. They were talking. He was a little more quiet. Even if it was a point he was talking,
No,
he
they
knew
got
to
it-
shut up at some point.
No, they got him on camera when they shut down a movie set because I guess wasn't paying up, and they was walking around with the cameras and taking their stuff and all the stuff off the movie set, and he holding the camera and everybody walking off with stuff.
Oh yeah, see, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember he was like, but like I said, he made it seem like it was just a cool thing. He didn't make it seem like it was a harmful thing. Like people who knew about it, but even the video I seen about that say that he was standing outside and they showed the crew.
Yeah.
He was like, man, it's all right to just check in. And
Yeah.
he was making it seem like, he didn't really show what was going on, but people who knew what was going on knew. And I just feel like you got to get the word out. The only difference is everyday people are police officers. Everyday people are feds. So you got to get the word out like, hey, we moving like this. But then they getting the word too. And then when you got people next to you being confidential informants, it don't help. So like, you know, like it being loud don't mean it's still somebody got to tell on you. All them niggas told. One of them people was probably inside because like Big Meech was loud as hell.
Yeah, he was.
But Terry got caught. He did the talking on the phone.
Yeah, they was
get
the
what I'm
opposite.
saying? Yeah.
One of them, they both had weaknesses. You know, one was loud, the other one talking on the phone.
And the loud guy didn't get caught. The loud one draw eyes, but they could never do nothing to him.
Cause I be trying to understand like where the switch happened that everybody felt like I need to go and talk and tell and you know I get it, like everybody want to be that guy.
You mean
but
they
it's
like in a podcast, like doing
yeah,
interviews?
like going on Vlad or say
I
Cheese.
think the older
like,
guys, like speaking, I think they still want to feel relevant. Like you
That's
know what I
why
mean?
they're
Their time done passed, and I think they still feel an opportunity to still feel some kind of relevancy. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you
Some
what
people
I-
addicted to that lifestyle,
'Cause
man.
it's-
When it's gone.
This is what I feel. This is what is true. They tell you therapy is real, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I be feel like the people get on there in their podcast and they get to express some of the shit they've been through and they seen. It's like therapy. That's how a nigga would talk to his therapist. I be feeling like some of the shit they be saying. And you know, niggas, we grow up, we ain't got no diary. We ain't got no therapist. So when they sit in front of that podcast, they get to recollect of everything. I seen gangsters, real gangsters. I seen everybody say they wherever they get old, they feel like they done passed time. They just venting. They just letting it out. You like, bro, you could have died with this. Like even old boy just got himself in jail with the Tupac stuff. You could have took that to the
Yeah,
grave.
he is the lame. But I'm gonna be honest, this is the same shit you see if you in the penitentiary. People just war story and talking, bro.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah,
it's
it's the same
it's just
shit.
they podcast, the cameras just get
Yeah,
you
why
a
would
space.
you do?
They just
Yeah,
give
this
you a
is
space.
crazy. Yeah, like
It do. But I just seen some people like, you know, I had homeboys that done kill people and they be like, bro, it be hard to sleep and you can't talk to somebody. And then now nigga give you a platform to come talk about it.
or you make a rap song talking about it.
And then you blow up off of it. I don't know. Sometimes the money
They be
because you
so
get paid.
stupid.
I
for
think what's the
something.
name did that? Didn't he? They had Yellow Beezy did that.
No. Yellow Move Smart. It wasn't Yellow.
It was a song that he
It
did
wasn't
though.
yellow. Was it yellow?
He made.
It was a
this-
freestyle that he did.
Oh yeah, but that was. 'cause
But
they putting it-
Boosie even did. Boosie
he
had
said
lyrics
what
in the song
every
that got him
rap
in
nigga
trouble.
said. Like niggas get hit. Put
I
it
got
on.
you.
He
Yeah,
was
yeah,
saying-
yeah,
And then
yeah.
since they finally
Yeah,
said,
I
"Oh
got
nigga,
you.
you
Yeah.
did this," they put it on him.
Yeah, I
But
got
you
you.
got niggas that really would tell
Really
you
would
like,
tell.
yeah, you know, we put that pillow in his on him. You know,
Or
what I'm saying?
like-
They tell you the whole
They give them
of the
details
murder.
like,
Them Chicago,
yeah,
them
yeah.
Chicago
These guys
niggas
in
like
the
that.
rap.
Them
Yeah.
Chicago
Yeah, I
niggas
got
like that,
you.
and in Florida, cause that ooh I smoke that song.
Yeah.
that- talk about killing all his friends. Like they be telling on they self. They can't help they goddamn self.
Can't help it. Then when the thing about it is like I say, some people get being too real for their own good. Because the popularity that comes from those diss songs or for being that guy or really having the war stories and really being it. Because it's a lot of niggas like say it's a lot of rappers that got famous from not really being it. Now everybody trying to say I'm really it. But nigga, you, like Boosie said, you can't be really selling drugs and make it in rap. You got to choose one.
It's true.
So then you got the best rappers rapping about selling drugs and ain't never sold nothing. And then
But-
you got the real drug dealers trying to really rap.
But
about
see,
it.
that goes back into what we was talking about a minute ago. Like the older generation kind of gave birth to that. I remember Tupac telling everything in a rap song. What he say? Promise payback, Jimmy Henchman in due time. I know you bitch niggas listen. The world is mine. He mentioned everybody's name in that song about what
And it
happened.
was true events.
Yeah, that's where he's talking about him getting shot and set up and everything. Yeah, when he said a real live killer about a snitch named Haitian Jack, he told it all in that song.
He told who killed him, so he snitched in the form of a song.
They didn't kill him.
Oh,
They shot him in the
That's what I
studio.
meant. Shot.
Back
I'm just
then,
saying-
they wasn't
he
going
rapped
through
about
their
who-
lyrics.
Yeah,
though.
and it's almost like what 50 Cent did when he made Ghetto Quran. That's why he got shot, because of that Ghetto Quran shit. So I'm just saying that came out of my generation. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. It
But
just-
they didn't.
They
it
rap-
was
they-
our
yeah, rappers, they
generation
diary.
when
Yeah,
they
that's they
started.
diary.
Actually, the feds started looking at them lyrics and trying to
they
indict
did.
them on
They
stuff.
did. Yeah. But I'm just saying that like it's a few cats. You talking about two people that actually did that, but that's who they took them chapters out of. And to
The
me, that's what
older
I see.
generation.
It
And I
did- yeah, that's what I was
guarantee-
Come on.
But I guarantee
Yeah.
you, all these rap niggas that's rapping all that shit they doing, I guarantee you, they only know Tupac because people still say he the best rapper out. They don't know his music. These niggas ain't really that in tune. They
No.
not that in tune.
But
I be
they-
playing
'cause
some
they
old
drill-
school shit.
they
These niggas don't
drill-
even go far as back as motherfucking damn near Young Jeezy. These
That
niggas-
drill music is something else, man.
They not tapped in like that. They in the world of their own.
They
not
are
listening to stuff like
definitely
that.
in the world
I'm,
of their own.
I'm older than them, and you waking me up to like, oh, Tupac snitching in this form or something. Cause I'm not listening to Tupac that deep. First off, he was never my top rapper. Like everybody just say it's just like one of those things you just said. Like Jordan, nigga, you never witness Jordan. You never even go back and watch his games. Jordan, the best rapper alive. That just hand me down, pass down shit.
Well, no, I mean Tupac is actually one of the
But what I'm
best
saying
that ever
is
do
none
it.
of these young niggas really know that. They really didn't
Yeah.
listen to Tupac. They just
For
know it
them,
because
yeah, they
wake
not
up to
listening.
they pops in it and all that. So they like that's all they know. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't really go and check they
Yeah.
work. It's damn
'Cause
hard to find.
That
Tupac
is
music.
true.
You got
It ain't
two,
on Apple Music.
You had two
Well,
different
now it is.
versions of Tupac on top of that. So, like
Yeah.
You
before,
got the Dear Mamas.
well, no,
Every
you got
nigga know
the
Dear Mama.
Basically, you got before he got shot, and then you got after he got shot.
He was a menace after he got shot.
Well, he was different. He was angry. He was always angry, but he wasn't angry at New York or Puffy and them. He was just angry with white people, whatever, in situations like
Then he became angry theatrical.
Oh yeah, he was angry. I mean, he got shot 5 times. You want to be angry? He had a reason to be angry. You know, not saying
And
what he
niggas you
did was
is still
right,
going up.
but yeah, he was angry. You know, but it was a different Tupac.
I just never know where you tell yourself the police is real, but like I say, these niggas, the popularity they come from, but then you got to think all the young niggas around you when you in the studio rapping that shit. You ain't even thinking about the consequences that's gonna come after. You just getting that shit off. The heat of the moment, you ain't thinking. The heat of the moment is like, yeah, nigga, I just killed your nigga. We finna talk about it, and y'all finna hear this. They really thinking this message is going to their ops. You should just call them niggas because now the message is going to everybody. But like, and the police are real. They regular people too. They hearing the same songs, and then they actually looking at the investigation. So I just feel like it's just misguided, no sense. Cause I just be thinking like, how?
You right. I seen people sell pills, actually take pictures of the damn pills and post them in a reel and shit or a short. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like selling like
It's
pills
just like
on
niggas
Facebook.
be out
like,
and know they can't
damn.
smoke weed and get on the camera and smoke weed.
I was
Yeah.
finna say cause I be watching it Trap Lloyd Ross stuff
And he
they
not
was-
even from this country.
They be he not and they be talking about the Chicago stuff like the dude that killed Duck when they went and shot him at the mall. They had the video the car that they shot him in that they got away. Was it them? I think they got away. It was like a white Charger or something. They put it in one of the videos that they did after that. Like the car was right there, the license plate and everything. Like y'all got the car in the video after y'all done killed this man. Like they stupid.
Yeah.
Y'all dumb as hell. Like
We got something else here. What is this? Is Chat GPT taking a creativity element from creatives?
definitely. I definitely do. Do you know anything about Chat GPT?
I know that you can say search anything and they'll find it for you.
It's AI real bad.
Right.
I
It's what the world's going to.
it definitely is, and you know, I mean, it is taking over. It's just like kind of like the sense of robots taking over jobs, doing certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? It does because you know I know we talked about the music aspect of it and people going in Chat GPT and writing songs and actually using people's likenesses.
Voice, yeah.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
If they using like Drake's voice and dropping a song talking about this Drake and it's not him and it sounds just like him and all of that bullshit, and it's like, you know, that shit is crazy. Especially using anybody like this for anything is wild, because then you can just take it and do whatever you want with it. But you know, it does harm certain people, I feel like, because now, you know, with us having our phones at our fingertips, we got all these different apps. Like, instead of going to somebody like a graphic designer to get something done, that's taking a job away from them, because now you can just do that on your phone real quick.
It'll create art for you. It'll
Create
logos,
art for you,
everything.
logos.
It'll write an
like,
essay for you.
Yeah, they even do it
But
in
you know what it do? I
school.
noticed it makes enough mistakes in there where you be like, damn, like it'll fuck like letters up and add too many words, spell it wrong. It'll do like little small stuff where you got to go
Because
and
if
fix
the
it.
people in school, like the schools is trying to stay on top of it, because these kids literally putting a topic in and they getting papers done, and they trying to, you know, crack down on that.
I think it's a good thing. I think it helps you be more creative, honestly, because now that you know everybody can get to the thing at the press of a search, that makes you gotta be an innovator, and everybody that's innovative or coming out with something, being the first to do it, is getting well compensated. And then it also give you more free time. So like my friend, an artist, and like you can have AI kind of outline your thoughts, and then you can still take your artistry and add your details. Versus, you know, think about it, you had to be super hands on back in the day, even from just the form of texting. Like it's finishing my words for me. So now I can do a lot more with the time I'm saving and just even with the more that you could do with it. If I could learn to master AI, I'd be great at whatever I'm doing.
I'm gonna say this. This is my thing. Even before the AI, I feel like this is what's hurting music and entertainment is the lack of true creativity. Because people could rely on the digital stuff so much now. Like for example, I got into it with somebody and they was saying something about I forgot what artist we was talking about. I think it was Beyonce. No, I'm not gonna Beyonce or nothing like that. But I was telling him, I was like, Beyonce can't just walk to the middle of the stage and do a whole concert just by herself with a microphone like Whitney Houston could do. You know what I'm saying? She needs dancers. She needs all the extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? She don't have that kind of, back then you had to have that kind of talent. There was nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you had to be really talented. So you had to be able to go out there and flex your talent. It wasn't all that studio stuff. They used to have to drag a whole band in the studio to make music. They couldn't add that shit later. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just the lack of, that's my opinion. It's just the creativity has failed. Like when you listen to the Migos, no disrespect for people that like it, but the art is missing. You know what I'm saying? Like the actual effort, you could tell. You know what I'm saying? It's just not, the creativity's not there.
It's probably not the same level of talent though.
It's
absolutely
not.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like even work. Work ain't as hard as it used to be back then. You got machines now. Your forklifts are doing way more than just lifting. They driving for you. I seen some automatic forklifts. I seen some. It's like everything's supposed to, it's with technology, and that's the world we get into, where technology is making it. It's taking jobs and it's making jobs easier.
Well, my thing it was just take away from actual the music industry,
the artistry and the music. It do. I mean, but it do. But then you gotta be able to use it and see, like the people who are successful are knowing how to take the easiness that is given now and making their own twist out of it.
You ain't even gotta write songs. You can.
I'm talking about the people that stand here,
or you could just write the song and let it record the song for you using your own voice. Like Benny Siegel got like one lung, and you can hear the difference. Like if I was Beans, he could make an album using his original voice before he, got shot, lost his lung. Yeah, he got shot. Yeah, I'm just saying that he could sound like. What about the DOC? The DOC.
I'm saying that'll help. That'd be helpful to him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The DOC lost his voice in a car accident years ago, and his first album was one of the greatest hip hop albums to ever drop. And we never got to hear any of that again. Like I feel like DOC could have been one of the best MC. Like to me, he was anyway, but we didn't get enough out of him because he messed his throat up. So he could just write and really have AI do a whole album, and I would buy the fucking album. I know they don't buy albums; they download them now. But I'm just saying,
his voice.
Yeah, like
it can be helpful. It can be helpful. I'm not saying it's like completely terrible, but like, I mean, as a creative, like I can't even imagine sitting myself down and like putting in for Chat GPT to write me a joke. Like I can't.
At the end of the day, it makes people lazy.
But you can use ChatGPT to say where's things that are commonly funny, and then take that and then create your own joke. It's just still narrowed it down for you. It's like I say, depending on how you use it and how you master it. Like I say, it is dumbing down. It is dumbing down the talent and the true artistry that you really do have to have 100%. But it is also making creators like you got to take that and still find a way to, because everybody got the same access to it. So now it's like what's gonna set you apart. So like it's both. It's both. It is taking away from the artistry and the true talent, but it is also making you just got to take that form of artistry
for
now.
Everybody to be able to do it. And the thing about art, everybody ain't supposed to be able to do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the part. That's
everybody.
And right now, even with our AI, everybody still can't do it. That's a lot more people doing it, but everybody can't do it.
I just feel like tech period just dumb people down. Like I remember we had to remember every phone number, every address. We had to know where you was going.
That's fact.
You had to be able to read the street signs. You had to be able to read the where you going on the highway. Like I remember driving across the country where I had to pay attention to every sign to go where I was going, or having to get a fucking map, not a map, but a little atlas, and you outline your little trip, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Watch this. When you leave here, do you use your GPS to get home?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Oh.
I'm
older and I'm used to not having to do that.
And so you're gonna put your GPS on? It's just natural, second nature, right?
Well, no.
No, you said you don't.
No, I don't, because I'm used to. I'm older, bro. Like I still remember phone numbers, not like I used to though. I used to remember every phone number I needed to know.
Man, I went to jail.
But I just stopped using. I just stopped using my GPS.
They let you go to jail. Like you need to get any numbers also.
Because I I'm not good. I don't have a good sense of direction. So it took me a second. So now I've actually paid attention to where I need to turn, like what's on what corner for me to turn to get here without using my GPS. But I had been using my GPS probably up until like maybe last week.
And see, and I'm a victim of
I've been
this.
coming over here a couple of
I still
weeks.
use my GPS.
Let me tell you
And if I had to, I could. And I know I probably still make a wrong turn somewhere.
First of all, I use my GPS
Bro,
to get everywhere. I'm not going if I
I
ain't
don't
got
even
no
think
address.
twice.
Let me tell you
I can
something.
already know where I'm going.
My
I'm still
daughter
gonna
is
GPS
20
tell you the fastest way.
My
too.
daughter 22 years old, bro. I can't make this shit up. We left the shop and went to the Tom Thumb right here, and I let her drive, and I'm riding with her. She cut the GPS on to come back to the shop. I said, if you don't cut that shit off, I said, Aaron, it's down the street. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm used to using my GPS for everything. I was like,
But that's funny because we came up in
Like, she
MapQuest.
pissed me off, bro.
I can't
We
remember when you
came up
had to
with
look at the
MapQuest.
directions.
We did.
And either if you couldn't print MapQuest out, you had to write
Yep,
it down.
you had to write it
And you had to
down.
get
Well, see, we ain't do that. We
The
just-
phone didn't even have it.
Well, if you drove, like, if you did a lot of driving, you just stop at one of the what you call it, they had like them little atlas books or maps or whatever. where
I don't know how to
that-
read
that's
that.
a little bit-
I don't
yeah.
know how
Well,
to
no,
read
it's
that.
just you just looking at the
Now,
highway.
gas stations have them too.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
But by the time we
I was
was
a little bit
driving,
out of
we
that
had
time.
MapQuest.
I was on the MapQuest time.
If
but
you
I
can
also-
read the highway signs, like I used to drive trucks too, but that was doing this long before I got a CDL. I used to drive to Atlanta.
Yeah, I don't pay
Florida.
attention to that mile count. And
No,
none
you
of
gotta
that.
read. Yeah, you gotta learn how. Yeah,
Yeah, you
That's
do
what
now.
I'm saying.
That's why
I
they
don't
say
know how
that
to
right
tell
now.
you where to
I don't
go.
know
If
how to
the
read
world
no
had to
map.
survive off of without technology, we all be out here. A lot of us, not
No,
I'd
it
be
was good.
screwed.
Everything was good back then.
I would
Nobody-
be screwed because I don't know.
Everybody
I've been
would.
living in Dallas 15 years.
Nah, you
I
would be screwed.
cannot.
I
You know
can't
why?
even make a
Dallas.
meal right now without a stove.
Let me tell
Or
you
a
why you
microwave.
wouldn't be screwed, because you have to do it, so you'll get it done.
Nah, we ain't been doing it most of our life.
Well, no, I'm
You
just saying,
did
but
it for a lot part of
if
your
it,
life.
listen, if the internet went off and all that shit right now,
It'll fuck the world up.
yeah, but you'll figure it out.
I promise you.
But I
will
never
figure it out.
learned
You
how to
had
use a
to.
map.
Okay, nobody 30 and under will.
Like, bro, you know, we had to do this ain't no bullshit, no cap, whatever you want to say. Bro, we had to master the bus line. So we get them bus what you call
Oh,
us
yeah,
out.
I met that in the middle
Yeah.
school.
And we had to
I
do it.
never
We had
rode
to
the city
train
bus.
all that. You had to know what bus. You might have to take 3 buses to get to one place. You might have to take a bus and then get on the train and go to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you had to.
See,
you know,
I don't know that because I never had to ride a city bus.
Well, you had to do that. Like if say I want to go to Southfield Village in Pittsburgh, I'm gonna have to coming from where I'm coming from. I had to get on a bus, which probably was on the 81B Lincoln. I still remember that shit. They probably didn't even got that bus no more. Go downtown. Then I had to get over to the south side, to the train station. Well, you know what? I probably could have got on the train downtown. So I'm lying. But yeah, I don't remember everything. But you know, if I wanted to get to Southfield Village, I had to catch a bus or
Yeah,
two,
but
then
you-
get on the train.
You lived in a moment where you had to. I'm talking about 30 and under.
Yeah.
For the last 20 years, 15 to 20 years, ain't had to do that. So
Shit,
they
bro, I remember
raised
walking.
off of GPS. That's why 2-year-olds can work your phone better than you. They raised off of that. So it's like right now, I even said it, and I hate it. I'm like, bro, I gotta be more hands on than that. I could get away. Cause I seen some people who literally look at their GPS and can't even tell you what they just passed. All they know
Me?
is exit 54.
That's me.
And so it
crazy.
do hurt you. And I seen a movie. It shows where we're going. We headed. It's not gonna be good.
That's me.
We're gonna get to this one more topic.
I know you lying.
Yeah, we're gonna do this last one. I like this last one. Is social media like affecting dating?
Yes.
We'll get into it so we can get out. We get out of here.
I feel like it is because I feel like social media and everybody getting on it and talking about their expectations of what they feel like a woman or a man, how they're supposed to conduct themselves in a relationship. Like it makes it hard on people actually being in relationships because then they try to fit these norms and these boxes that everybody feel like this is what it's supposed to be like to be a wife or a girlfriend or a husband or whatever. Like, yeah, it's too many motherfucking people and
They be
everybody
like, I know
else.
my worth.
Yeah, like it's
I
too
know
it's
this.
too much. It's too much.
This
It's
and that.
you trying to live up to this expectation that you see other people living to, like, or whatever. Because some people, everybody's not like that. Like, I don't look at other relationships and be like, ooh, I want that. But a lot of people do. A lot of people look at other people's relationships and they idolize it and they want that and they want to emulate themselves behind it. And like, you don't know what them people went through to get that. Like, no,
What
leave
kind
that.
of sacrifice?
I don't want exactly because your sacrifices ain't gonna be my sacrifice.
And they refuse to settle, right?
Facts.
That's what they say anyway.
That's what they say.
Not knowing. Okay.
They people be selling for stuff.
Come on,
Me and
man.
him rolling his
Yeah,
eyes.
come on, man.
Nah, because it got its pros and cons. I feel like it helps it and hurt it because it also lets you know what's out there. I feel like social media makes the big ass world a smaller place. So
That's
you know
facts.
you can meet someone who's not right around you even easier. So
Give
back
you
then,
access. Too
what
much
you
access
what
to
you could
people.
see was all you could get. Now you can see way more, and so you have more. You
Access.
can try to go for it, more access.
More access, yeah.
And then as far as I feel like social media ain't nothing but the new TV. The new what was put in front of you. So everybody always wanted the flamboyant relationships and all that. It's just now you see it more than ever because it's put out there. But
Yeah.
you know, shit.
It ain't just a movie. It's real people
It's
living
real
like
movies.
this.
Yeah, and
getting-
movie and TVs and even
Yeah.
you know, even like when I'm growing up, I think I'm gonna have a perfect family household because of the TV shows I'm watching with the both parents in there, the kids normal, they going to school.
And we grew up
And
in the
that ain't how
reality
life
TV
really
too. We grew up in the reality TV age when it was booming.
Yeah, all that. But
Yeah,
You
you
know,
was before then.
and
You
you
was
just-
like
I
you was
remember,
like
I
I
remember
love.
the first reality show.
You was like I love Lucy.
was the Real World. No, that's too old. The Real World on MTV was the first reality show.
Yeah, it was.
And then so social media it just depends on you. Got to be a little strong minded. I think like I said, it helps it and it hurt it because you know the people that's getting on there talking are just people that's getting on there talking. Them the same single women that was giving they friends in relationships advice. It's just now they just giving it on the platform. It's the same thing.
And it's a lot more
I agree
people that be
because
listening.
I hate when you talk to 5 different women and they all repeat the same shit.
And that's all.
Well, if you can't make arrangements or something like that, you know, or if you can't make time, like kind of crazy shit. Like they say the same
all
repetitive
that,
shit.
Mr. Be Ready, at
Yeah,
8,
all
now
that
Mr.
kinda
What
shit.
you doing?
Yeah,
like
that's kinda-
that's just.
Don't hit me with like, that.
It's been out
what
there.
you
Just like,
doing.
it's like social media
I
just
ain't
now
gonna
it's
lie,
put in
'cause
your
I
face.
don't like them. What you doing, ass niggas?
Well, this is my thing, and I kind of agree with that too. But communication. Like you usually have to meet a person face to face. People don't talk to each other no more.
No, they just want to text.
Well, they text, but you don't really. Then you can't get a good feel of what a person really is about by a text message. Then you meet them, you like this motherfucker's crazy.
You
Or
can't
they-
even. That's how you get into arguments with folks because you can't read tone in text
Yeah,
messages.
yeah,
And you be
that's facts. That's true.
somebody
yeah.
be calm as hell, and then you read it in your attitude, and it's a problem.
Hold
Like,
up, the catfish
That's why everybody
is the
think I'm weird.
illest
It's so
though.
crazy because people think I'm weird. I want to FaceTime you because the good thing about FaceTime is just like talking in person stuff you away, but you can feel somebody's energy. And you
Yeah,
can see
I
their
like
faces
FaceTime.
and all that. I like FaceTime. I
Well, you
FaceTime
should,
the
'cause
mess out
you
of
need
I
to
want to
see
see
'em.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you don't get
even
catfish.
even the
'cause catfish
conversation
is
just even different.
horrible.
Look, you were just on there with a
Catfish
man.
too.
That's
That's
what
the-
you get to tell her.
That's how I knew it was a man because we FaceTime. Now imagine if I never
Oh,
FaceTime.
man.
Imagine if I
You
never
don't FaceTime.
FaceTime. I probably would have seen it.
shit.
I don't
You
send
over
dick
here
pics. Thank
texting
God I don't
all
send
day.
dick pics.
Man,
that
that's heavy.
motherfucker would have had me talking dirty. Like,
Oh, man.
you know I'm that. Yeah, man, you know. But yeah, that's why I did the FaceTime. Before I
that's
did
a
anything,
whole
I'll
different-
show you the text thread. Nah, hey, we finna FaceTime. And if you don't want to FaceTime, we just don't FaceTime. But I just feel like you even get more in depth in conversations. Like you can meet somebody from across the world. Y'all all right over there? Nah, I ain't get got because I
Nah,
ain't
you
do nothing.
did.
You
know,
did- you got it. You
it's-
did
it's still
right. You
funny.
did
I ain't
right.
do nothing.
Nah, it's funny though.
But if I would have
still
stayed DMing
Yeah,
or
yeah,
texting,
yeah.
I would have got because I would have went for them pictures and what they put out there
Surprise, you
versus what
gay.
they really was. Yeah, they couldn't hide too long in that FaceTime. Even
No
like the
doubt.
talking, you ain't gonna be talking to me at night and keep acting like you sleepy. That's why your voice like that. I'm gonna call you at broad daytime.
Oh man, that's heavy.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna get to the bottom of it.
You ought to do your homeboys like that. Sit on there and then be like, surprise, you gay.
Oh nah, I already told my guy. They in the likes. It would have fooled anybody. I mean, it really sucks. It's really
You
tough.
ain't gotta explain yourself, bro. We
Yeah.
know.
Oh no, I would
We
even
get-
share the
no, we
story if
got
I
it.
feel
We
like
got
I.
it.
Nah, that story,
No,
but
we
I'm
got
glad
it.
you shared it.
Yeah, that's funny. You the motherfucker. Well, look, we forgot to give a shout out to Karma Key. She couldn't be here today either.
Yes, shout out to
She had some
Carmen.
personal business to take care of with her daughter. Quick, NBA Finals is about to start.
Playoffs.
Who you
It's
like? I
that-
mean,
it's that
NBA
man
playoffs.
talk.
I said finals. My bad. NBA playoffs. Come on, man. Who you like? Give me your dark horse. Give me all that.
I'd like to see the Mavericks do it just to make that trade, make everybody talk. But
He's so Dallas.
as long as
so
the
Dallas,
Lakers
it
gonna
hurts
go,
him.
as long as the Lakers gonna go,
I don't think they're going.
yeah, it'd be crazy if they do. Like LeBron really just get every superstar he want. It just takes away the integrity of the game. But I would like to see. I don't think I even want to see Shea in the finals. I really want to see James Harden in the finals.
And you know what? I was about to say that. That's the Clippers. They messed around and let Kawhi Leonard get healthy. And I feel
And
like
he
Kawhi
played-
Leonard is the most dangerous person in the NBA. When he is healthy, he's hell on earth. And I think they better, the West better watch out.
I'm really a
And
underdog guy.
Zubac
I'm
is
an
a
underdog
real
guy.
center, and he's playing.
I would like to see the Clippers and the Cavaliers. I like Donovan Mitchell. I like Darius Garland. I like Donovan. I always been a fan of Donovan Mitchell.
I
And
love
like
them
to see
too.
James
I love the Cleveland, but I ain't gonna lie, man.
I don't think they got enough, but I would like to see it.
Man, I love. I wouldn't say James Harden. I love Kawhi Leonard, right?
Yeah.
I would love to see him get another one. Tyler Brown with 3, with the whatever. If anybody deserve it, he do. But I think I want to see Oklahoma in the Cavaliers.
So let me see why I want to say James Harden. That he's arguably one of the best scorers the game has seen, and to the point where they had to change rules with him. He had a point where he changed the game, and to know that in his 16 years in the NBA, he has always made the playoffs. I would like to see him in the finals and just see if we can get that finals.
He got
James
one
Harden.
major problem.
What's that?
He don't get it done in the finals, so he got to get it done.
He went to the finals before.
No, not at the finals. I meant the playoffs. My bad.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he
But now
don't get
got
it done.
Kawhi, a
Yeah,
champ,
Kawhi get it done.
the-
Kawhi's
both
a
balls.
killer. He's a killer.
Like I said, I don't even think they can make it. But if I wanted, if I
I
can
think
get
they
the, if
can
I can
make
get
it,
the,
bro.
if I get the finals, I
I
want to
think they
see.
can
I
make
would
it.
love to see the Clippers and the Cavaliers.
Because
It's
the
gonna be
way
a great one.
Zubac is Zubac or whatever his name is, the way he's balling, like they really don't have a lot of people out there that can stop him. Once Denver is done, I mean, you ain't got a lot of people that can guard Zubac.
Yeah, I
And
wanna
then
see
you ain't
James
got
Harden in the
nobody that's
finals.
going to guard Leonard. And Leonard going to shut somebody down.
And I just want to see Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell,
Especially the
been good for a
Lakers. The
long
Lakers
time.
ain't got nobody to guard Zubac. They ain't
What
got
y'all
nobody
think
to-
Larry Bird gonna do?
Larry Bird going to stay where he at, retire. But yeah, I like the Clips too, man. But I still think I want to see Oklahoma and Cleveland. I think that'll be
I don't
good
want
for
to
the
see
NBA.
Shea, man. That Shea whistle is crazy. It's gonna it's gonna take away the game. The finals is more gritty. I don't want that little.
Well, he got to make it first. They got to make it.
Yeah, he gotta make it.
Cleveland,
It's gonna be tough coming out the West.
Cleveland tough. Now they're gonna have to go through Boston. I don't think nobody else. Well, I think Detroit might be slept on a little bit too.
Yeah, they
Detroit gonna be
I don't
scary.
think I don't think they're Eastern Conference yet.
No,
They there though.
It's
They,
gonna
they,
be
they on
between
their way.
Boston and-
They on their
and
way.
Cleveland.
I definitely see Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. And I can't even take New York out. But
New York-
Cat just wasn't even a good fix for
New
them.
York
But-
got to play Detroit.
yeah, they gonna beat them.
I don't know, man. I don't know about them.
Jalen, I seen playoff Jalen.
Yeah, but it's the rest of the squad.
Yeah,
I think
playoff
what's his name
Jalen-
might get
playoff
fired.
Jalen could beat them by himself.
I think they're gonna bounce the first round. I think they're gonna fire what's his name this year.
Oh no,
I
Knicks,
think
gonna,
so,
Knicks
man.
gonna get past Detroit. Detroit might
know.
put up a fight, and then show them that we here. Even if Detroit get the game 6-7 with New York Knicks, that's way more than they ever saw themselves doing.
I don't know.
They was just one of the worst teams
I
last
just don't
year.
trust New York.
They just
man.
had the 0-19 start.
Yeah.
That'll be
It
more.
took my man a minute to turn up, and he turned up.
You talking
Just
about
like a
Cade.
boy from Houston, Green. He turned up too. They
I
got
wouldn't
drafted
like
this year.
listening to
good.
y'all.
Yeah, they're gonna be.
But yeah,
hell on up, too.
if I had to say have it my way, I would love to see the Clippers and the Cavaliers. But who I really
I
think
like
gonna
that
make
too,
it-
though. I like that. Like I like the Clippers. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
see something like, man, they let that boy get healthy at the right time, and they playing.
I
They-
can't call it right now though. It's anybody game. The only for
is.
sure I know is that Boston gonna be in the East Conference Final. Now whoever they playing,
I'm sure
whoever
about
win,
that too. I think it's gonna
that's
be
the only for sure.
Well, I think Cleveland's gonna run into them early. It's gonna be between Cleveland and Boston. I don't see nobody else coming out the East.
Yeah. That's the only thing for sure. The West is anybody game. 'Cause you still got the Timberwolves. You still got Jokic.
I ain't going past the Clippers.
You still got Jokic. I mean, yeah, because you want
Jokic,
the Clippers. but I'm saying
Clippers
you
got
have
to play Denver first. I mean, so Jokic ain't going nowhere. He ain't got enough team. They benches depleted. What's his name ain't even playing.
Who, Jamal Murray?
Yeah, Murray ain't playing.
He
He
ain't
hurt.
hurt or nothing.
Yeah, he hurt. I thought Jamal Hurd was hurt.
I thought he came back.
Well, I don't know, but
Yeah, that's why they fired the GM and the.
yeah, because Westbrook
because they
looked
playing
terrible.
Westbrook.
Yeah, Westbrook looked
No, because they
terrible.
like Westbrook. They respecting Westbrook legacy as they should.
Westbrook don't get it done in the playoffs either.
Jokic like him.
Yeah, he do, but Westbrook don't get it done in the playoffs.
He
You
really
know
they
that.
lost that game. He had that 60-point triple double. But Westbrook still got dog, and we got the
He
playoff
do got dog in
He
him.
got the playoff dog you need.
But
If
he
you can
can
house
lose-
that dog. If you
He can
get it,
absolutely lose a game for you, bro.
and he can absolutely win it.
I don't know about
He do it. What y'all don't see is he winning in the moment you don't see. He don't give up on no plays.
He don't.
He
play hard.
go antagonize whoever he in front of.
Man, but he'll miss a layup to win a game. That's
He
heavy.
will. You just gotta take him out of those situations. Use him
I like
for
the
what he's
Clippers. Clippers gonna mop Denver, I think.
worth. Nah.
They ain't got no. Who gonna match up against Kawhi Leonard, man?
You think Kawhi the matchup problem?
Yeah.
James Harden is the matchup
Look,
problem.
James
That's
Harden-
why Kawhi can get off.
Look. Now, see, I disagree because James Harden is always gonna get off anyway. But you, like, what's his name is a dog. Like he gonna attack constantly on defense and offense.
Yeah, but James make you have to watch him and respect him.
yeah, but who's gonna? You still got to be able to.
You
like,
just guard Kawhi 1-on-1 and just hope he.
You're
wins.
not gonna guard
With
Kawhi.
James
You
Harden.
don't
You,
go- you
got
don't-
everybody watching him.
I don't guard Kawhi 1-on-1. I don't do that.
They don't double team Kawhi.
Well, the problem. Well,
He don't have a bag.
in the
He just
playoffs.
consistent.
In the playoffs.
Yeah, you don't double him. You double James Harden. You get the ball out of his hand. You put specific people that you pay money to guard this man for.
I think they're not even going to guard it. I mean, I think they're going to double Zubac, depending on who they playing.
It's gonna be hard. You can't double on the Lakers.
If they play, that's what the Lakers do. They're going to guard. They're going to double the big man.
Oh, well, James Harden gonna shoot them out of that.
They got to though. They ain't got no big people to stop nobody, and he's a real center.
They
did the same thing to AD. They doubled AD.
Yeah, the Lakers ain't gonna make it. You could do that though.
The Lakers ain't making it. I doubt
You
it.
can do it. You can't do that to the Clippers. You can't guard. You got Kawhi and what's called out there.
We're gonna find
Yeah,
out.
you gotta see that.
But I like the Clippers too anyway. Yeah, but we ain't gonna.
Y'all have y'all fun, baby. I ain't talking about no.
Who you
sports.
picking? Who you picking?
The White Sox.
She said the White Sox.
The what?
You need to put
The
on
nigga
some
you
White
think
Sox. Let me ask you his feet. You look like you got White Sox.
Bro, I
on.
don't give a damn. I'm finna go home.
Hey, I got you.
All right, y'all. That's our show.
Oh wait, look before y'all go.
Okay.
I
I'm
do
letting
got
her
a
do that.
show
I'm going back.
Wednesday. I have a show
Nailing
on
her.
Wednesday. I am gonna be at TK's in Addison. I have a show. It is Come Laugh with Me with D'Ellis. It's an Aries bash, so a lot of the comics on the lineup is our Aries. So if y'all ain't doing nothing Wednesday,
When is it again? Wednesday. This
Wednesday the 16th. Yes,
Okay.
8 o'clock.
That's 2 days.
2 days from now.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to make that then. 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. That's actually Carmen's birthday. Carmen's birthday Wednesday.
Send it to me again. That way I make sure I'm there.
I sent it to the group.
Man, I'll send it to me.
I'ma send it to
The
you,
the
old
reason why I
man.
say that because if I gotta lock it in and remember, I will. I gotta lock
No,
it
because
in.
y'all be sending so much to the group chat. I'ma send it to you directly.
Yeah, do that.
I send it to you directly.
Yeah, do
Oh, and so yeah, I'm gonna start pretty much putting people on blast. If you are a creative, if you got anything you doing, movies, music, any type of art, comedy, whatever, like hit me up in the DMs. You know, I want to try
Put
to.
it in the inbox.
Yes, send it to the inbox. You know, we're gonna give you a shout out. I definitely want to shout out an artist, J Real Moore. You can follow him at Instagram at I am J Real, JRELL. He is so amazing. He's out of Atlanta. I got a chance to hear a song of his called Heart Open, Heart Naked. I'm sorry,
Naked.
Heart Naked.
That sounds nasty.
It's so good, so soulful. That boy's vocals are crazy. I definitely want to shout him out. I've been listening to this song on repeat since Friday. And he's an amazing artist. He's actually Grammy nominated. He's worked with Rick Ross and
Well, he up there.
yeah,
He
he's
nominated.
an independent artist. Like he doing his thing. And he actually reached out to me because I tagged his song on one of my pictures, and he was like, how did you find out about me? And I told him, and we like chopped it up. We actually talked on the phone and chopped it up, and he's an amazing artist, and I just wanted to shout him out. Y'all go check him out. Please go on whatever streaming service you stream your music, go look up J Real Moore, and the song is called Heart Naked. And
That
I'm
sounds
telling
nasty.
you, it's so good. It's so soulful. It's so good. No,
naked.
it's actually really beautiful.
No, this mess with
It's so good. Y'all go check him
Give me a
out.
shout out. Leave some comments in the comment section below. Hit the like and subscribe, please. We need some followers. Hey,
We need all of that. Tell a friend to
tell
watch
your friend.
watch the podcast.
Tell your mammy.
We be talking about some real shit.
Tell
And
your grandmammy.
while you at it in the comments, tell us, do y'all think that, relationships are, negatively influenced by social media? If social media messing up relationships and how we view them and how we move in them, let us know what you think in the comments. Like, we want to hear what y'all got to say too.
Yeah.
Be a
Call
part
us
of the
back.
conversation. Be a part of the
Yeah,
conversation.
do something with yourself. And we want to shout out to Mel Biz, but you cannot wear these little ass shorts in the set no more, bro. We is
I
tired
don't
of
know.
looking
I'm
at
fine
this
with
shit,
it. Wear your little
Just
shorts.
stop. You ain't supposed to see people's kneecap. Not men.
Do
Not-
some jumping
Bro,
jacks.
you got
Shout
your
out to our
kneecaps
producer.
hanging out, bro. He ain't got no socks on. Bro,
Jump.
I think
jump.
he just get out of bed and roll out. He just put on his.
He ain't got no drawers on.
He don't got no drawers, no socks, no wife beater, nothing.
I
He
ain't
just
mad at
roll
it.
out, bro.
I ain't mad at it.
Come on, bro. Put some slacks on, man. Cover that shit up. Nobody want to see that shit.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
I'm about to get up out of here. I gotta go to bed. Good night, y'all.